Hi guys. Streaming in horizontal because trying to avoid the trolls today. So, hi. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here. But today we're going to talk about a few things, and we're also going to do a reading. Hi, Anastasia. Yay, Dutch, my favorite notification. Yay. Hey, Lizzie. We're trying to stream in horizontal today to hopefully save you from some of the trolls. Hey, Kenna. How you doing? And knock on wood, so far, it looks like the chat is working. Hello, doctor. I'm good. How are you? Love you, girl. Hi, Anastasia. I'm really sorry if I said that wrong. Hi, how are you? Hey, where's Madison? Oh, Madison's comment is at the top. It wasn't showing me. How funny. I literally just thought to myself earlier, I would like to get a pick-a-card reading from Nikki about my person. I began rewatching one of your old videos 20 minutes ago. That's funny. How you guys doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm really happy because, hey, Nicole, what's up? Perfect timing. Yay, I'm glad. I'm happy because I went to Starbucks because I was like, I really need a coffee. Cause I've been in pain. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like in freaking pain. I don't know if it's the solar flares or the energy or whatever, but like my whole neck and shoulders have been hurting. So usually when that happens, I'll like have some caffeine and then, hi Corin, you want to say hi to everyone? Me and the Corin. Hey Maria. Oh yeah, so I'll like drink some caffeine, and I even took some Advil, which I never really take Advil, but I'm like, I'm just like in pain. I need to take Advil. So I just had my little lunch, took some Advil. I went to Starbucks, and guess what? I was there, and there was like this little girl, and she was like just chatting with me. Like she just wanted to talk to me. It was like very sweet. And I don't know, she just came up to me and was like, I like your tattoos. And then we just started talking, and she was like, I'm going to the beach. Like it was just really sweet. And yeah, and then I was like, do you want, and then she gave me like this really big hug. I've never met this girl in my life. She gave me this really big hug, and her mom was sweet too. And I was like, do you want my phone number, like in case you need a babysitter? And she was like, I'm looking for a babysitter. This is so weird. And in my head, I'm like, it's the spirits. It's totally not weird. But the interesting coincidence about that is that is the first place I met up with the people I used to nanny. We met at that same Starbucks, and the boy I used to nanny actually reached for me during my interview and wanted me to hold him like during my interview. And I think that's what like got me the job ultimately, was because he wanted me to hold him. He was very little. Sorry, I'm gonna clean off my camera. He was very little at the time. He was only like 18 months. So I think it's just funny. The energy's repeating itself there, so it's just funny. But yeah, so I'm in like a really good mood because I might have just gotten like a babysitting job, which would be so great for the summer. Like so fun, so great. I really miss nannying, so it's definitely awesome. It's your energy, Nikki. Soul recognition. Yeah, I know. It's so funny. And like, yeah, she just was like, bye, bye. Like she didn't want me to leave, and it was just really sweet. Dis my sign to get out in nature and walk to Starbucks. Hell yeah, girl. You know what? Nature can never hurt. Nature can always make you feel better. So yeah, but I'm excited. We're going to do an 18+ reading today. And I'm streaming in horizontal because hopefully we will avoid the trolls. I mean, it looks like there's only 16 people in here right now, so we're already doing a good job avoiding the trolls. And it's kind of like the old lives where we're all just kind of like chatting. Oh, before we start though, I have a client, Yamira, who's like having trouble with her kidneys. And I really want to pray for her. She's on the Patreon. She's never come to the Zooms, but she gets the healings with me every month. And the last time she went to the doctor, her situation was exacerbated. I don't want to give too much information because it's not my story to share, but basically she's struggling, and she has like kidney issues, and she's hurting. She's in pain today. So I really want us to like pray for her and send her positive energy, and just like just send her a lot of love, because she's hurting. She's in pain and she's suffering with this physical illness. And so I'm going to be doing her sound healing like after I get off this live, but I wanted to ask you all as well to just kind of share in that positive energy. And then also I will post something on the Patreon, and then people can send her positive energy. And I'm trying to convince her to come to the Zooms, because I feel like she would really benefit from the community and enjoy the space, but also we could benefit a lot from like her information, because she's like really smart and very spiritual, very psychic. She does book scrying. So what she does is she'll like take a book and throw it to like the page, or throw it in the air, and then whatever page it like lands on, she like scries from that page. So yeah, I want to say a prayer for her, and for us to send her our energy. My God, yes, kids are the best. I love working with kids. Me too. Hi, Nikki. Hi, all. Yes. Yes, as if spirit is preparing you for children. Yeah. How you doing, Romina? I'm glad you made it. Hi, Madison, Lizzie, and Kenna. Headed to Chico Hot Springs in Montana today. Had third-party energy reach out to me yesterday. Interesting. Also, congrats on the job. Thank you. Yes, bring back the energy of old lives. Yeah. You are so loving and great with children and animals. Thank you, Nicole. Prayers for her swift recovery. Yeah. Yes, soak up every bit of goodness on your trip, Maria. The Zooms are the bee's knees. I agree. I'll be sending high vibes to all of you. Oh my God, it's happening. All right, oh man, I gotta give a little stretch because my body hurts. Okay. So yeah, I think first we're gonna start with like a prayer. Let's just like say a prayer and set our intentions, and then once I finish like saying the prayer and setting our intentions, we'll pray for Yamira, and also then we'll get into our reading. And if you want to send out the telepathic call to the Divinity fam, I'm so here for it. All right. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, Yameya, and God's source, I humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and all those watching, and just say thank you so much for everything that you bless us with. We are so grateful for all aspects of life, the ups, the downs, the challenges, and the blessings. We understand that all of this makes a well-rounded individual in this very polarized reality, and for this we say thank you. And I ask, please, that I be a messenger for the divine, nothing more, nothing less. Let no truth be told for a lie, and no lie be told for a truth. Let all the information that come through be kind, palatable, and easy to understand. Please grant me access to the Akashic Records so I may give a good and accurate reading, and please let all the information come from Source, the source from which all things come. Let it flow through Christ consciousness, and please let it only ever be for the highest and greatest good of all those watching, and let it be exactly what those watching now and after the live is uploaded need to hear. And please let it only ever be for my highest and greatest good of the reader as well. And please, Spirit, telepathically bring in anyone that is meant to hear this message right now that is going to be respectful and kind and an asset to our community. And Spirit, I'd also like to ask you to send extra protection, love, healing, and comfort over to Yamira. She's suffering, and her kidneys are hurting, and she's just kind of having a hard time right now. So Spirit, please bless her, cleanse her, heal her, drain any negative energy from her body or transmute it into something that is useful, helpful, and healing. Please give her extra protection during these solar flares, and please just be with her during this time. And please, when I do her healing later, guide my words and my actions and my spirit to be able to give her the best healing and the best advice and the best energy to move forward in peace, love, and proper health. And please, anyone who is here who wants to send loving light to Ymira now, please do so now. Please send her love and kindness and peace and healing. Please send white light and golden energy in order to help her to process and heal this pain and this suffering that she's experiencing physically. And please just bring her the comfort that she so that she really needs. Please bring that to her. And I pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions, only ever for the highest and greatest good of myself and all those watching in Ymira, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. Amon Ra Ashe Namaste, by the power of three, Somatic always works, always a blessing. All right, we got some more people in here. Hey, Leah. Okay, let me catch up on the chat. Calling in the Divinity fam. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. That's funny. Thank you for calling me in telepathically. Anytime, girl. I have to go, but I'll check back for the past live. Sounds good, Sadie. Hey, AGCH. Love you, girly. Love you since 2020. Thank you. Thanks for coming to the live. Hi, Teresa. Hey fam, I've made it. Yay, love you all. Happy to see you all here in the chat. You're drawing? Awesome, love that. Yes, we love you, Teresa. We love you, Leah. We love you, Lizzie. We love you, Maria. We love all of you guys. I think Jupiter and Gemini is good for me. I have been in an awesome mood since yesterday. That's great. I got the best summer ever spell potion and my necklace. It smells so bomb. Yay! I know, that spell is on another level. I might make more best summer ever potion. Obviously, it won't be charged with our original spell, but I can do my original recipe because that sold out so freaking fast and it's so good. Like that, you know what? I'm actually going to put some of that potion on right now. Hey, Celeste. Oh my God, I can't wait to get mine. Oh, Lizzie, you're going to love your package. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to be surprised, but you're going to love it. Hey, sweetest Swain. What's up, girl? You just put it on, too. Hey, Celeste. I'm excited that you booked the Ocean River offering. Had such a great Saturday at the ocean. So healing and releasing. Beautiful. The potion smells amazing. Thank you. I would love a best summer ever potion. All right. I'll probably do another round of them because I have extra, excuse me. I have extra pink bottles from it. I'm also going to be making, so we're going to be doing a twin flame. Hey, Sam, you heard our telepathic call. We're going to be doing a twin flame and 70s spell, which I'm really excited for. I think we're going to do that on the 11th of June because like 6/11, and then 2024 breaks down to a 6, so it'll be like 6/11/6. 6 is the number of like love and sex and money and good things of the world, which is why the church kind of denounces it because the church is not of the world, right? So I'm thinking we'll do that on the 11th, which I'm really excited about, and I'll have a potion for that as well. And then I'm also going to do a sacral chakra healing potion, like Kundalini, sacral chakra. I'm really excited for that one. That one's going to be really nice too. But if you're interested, guys, we're going to be doing June 11th is my grandparents' wedding anniversary. Perfect. I love that. That's perfect. And then Gemini season, right? We want to do it during Gemini season because the twin energy, and I just saw 1444. I don't know about you guys, but the twins have been coming through really strong. I had a dream about my twin the other night, and it was like so heartwarming. It was like a really good dream, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a little maybe vulnerable and embarrassing, but I've got him as my background on my phone right now because I just need a little extra support. So I got him as my background because it makes me feel happy in my heart. But yeah, the synchronicities on Mother's Day specifically were constant. Like, I felt like he was there because everywhere I looked, it was just like a synchronicity, whether it was a song or an image or like initials or numbers. It was just like constant. And then his name came up like 7 or 8 times, and he has a very like it's not like Tom or Mike, like very common name. Like his name is not common at all. So it was like very interesting that his name came up so many times because it's not a typical name. But yeah, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, we're doing the twin flame spell. So, okay, let me read the chat before I just keep like rambling. You are doing the Oshun River offering. Girl, you're on fire. Thank you. I know, I'm really excited. We're doing that on the 31st. So the last day of May, we'll be closing everything out on Friday. Friday is Oshun's day. So I'm really excited. We're going to bring a beautiful offering down to the river. We're going to light some candles. I'm going to do loaded petitions, which I love doing loaded petitions. Basically I cover the petition in oil and then I put it in herbs and glitter, so it's like it's like loaded, like a loaded freaking potato, you know, and then I burn it down by the river. So that's gonna be like really fun, and Oshun really wants to help us right now. She's really coming through so strong, and yeah, I really enjoy her energy, and I haven't done a working with her in a little while, so I have a feeling it's going to be really potent because it's been a little while since I've worked with her. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So if you want to sign up for that, there's the full description on my website. Lizzie will link everything afterwards. We have the Oshun River offering up right now, and then I have a ton of crystals that I have charged that are available. We're actually going to use some of them for the pick a card today. And then also, guys, I'm going to be traveling from June 4th to the 8th, and I'm going to be doing a whole ritual. I have it here so I could show you guys. I'm really excited about these. So I have some 24 karat gold plated bracelets because you may or may not be aware, but we had record breaking solar flares a couple weeks ago. They actually sent me to the hospital because they were so strong. I'm okay. I'm fine now. It was just like really, my body wasn't like responding that well. And Elizabeth April has actually channeled that if you're having health issues during solar flares, it's because old corrupt cells are dying off in your body. So it makes sense for me from what I experienced, but since we had that experience, I decided I really wanted to bless some bracelets for the solar flare. So I usually do the silver bracelets for protection, but I really wanted to add gold to it because gold is associated with the sun, and the solar flares are like what we're experiencing, which is basically just like super high levels of radiation that we're getting hit with. They're showing me like Spider-Man, how it's like he becomes more than human, right? But it's a painful experience for him to become more than human. But I'm really excited about these because they're sterling silver underneath, 24 karat gold plated. So they have hey Yagmer! So they have the gold and the silver to balance the divine feminine, divine masculine. And this is so neat. It has this little plate on it. So when you get this, you can actually get this like inscribed with whatever you want. So if you wanted to say your name or you wanted to have like a certain symbol on there, you can get it like engraved at your local jeweler. And I just thought that was like really neat. Like I might get my name engraved on it once I finish blessing it and everything. But I'm going to travel with these. I'm going to bless them under the sun and the moon to support the masculine and feminine, the silver and the gold. And I'm going to bless them in the ocean. And I'm going to do a whole like spell with them while I'm there for 4 days. So you can get those for pre-order up on my website now if that feels like something that you're called to. But it is pre-order because I still have to actually travel, do all the blessing, and then yeah, so it'll be a little while before these come in the mail to you, so just keep a heads up on that. But I think they're great. I really I'm really excited about these ones, and we've never done a gold plated one, so I think it's gonna be really fun. Let me take a minute to look at the chat. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Okay, that twin flame spell sounds bomb too. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited because so many of us have lost our lives in the 70s and then reincarnated, so I'm very excited to kind of move and heal that energy. The twins are actually a little cuter than usual for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think Divine Masculine is kind of like going through it. I just feel it. Oh my god. Aw, love that you're so loving despite everything. Thank you, Kenna. I can't help it. I just am a girl with a big heart. And you know what? I'm not like this towards everyone. That's how I know it's my twin, because it's like, I would not be this forgiving or loving, or like, I'd be like, bye, see you never. And then like do a little jig and like slap my butt and run away. You know, like I would never be like this towards anyone else. Okay, let me keep up with the chat. I go back and forth between love and anger, and I'm like, are these feelings valid or BPD? Nah, girl, it's a process, right? Because if you're grieving is a process, and there's a lot sometimes that needs to be grieved, not only from this life, but from past lives with the twins. Mostly love, though, as of lately. Nice. Has she done the reading already? Nope, I have not, Jaded Gems. I'm gonna get into that momentarily. And you guys are gonna love this. I have a new deck. I'm really excited. Feeling that headaches were major during the solar storm. Yeah, that's why I went to the hospital, because of really bad migraine and a low temperature. My temperature was 96. My twin has been sending me signs too. It's been crazy lately. The solar flares made me tired. Make sure you rest, Salem, because if you're feeling tired from the solar flares, just allow yourself to rest. Girl, yeah, made me cry yesterday with the channel messages. I'm gonna have to look at Lizzie's channel. Lizzie, you can plug your channel in the chat if you want. She's a really good tarot reader. Also, I didn't get to respond to the Patreon yet, but congratulations on 200 subscribers. That's incredible, and you did that really fast, so congratulations. Oh my god, looks so good. Thanks, Yagmer. Yeah, I'm really excited about those bracelets. I need to catch up on Lizzie's readings too. Me too. I love Oshun. Yes, me too. I really love her energy. Her Nyemaya and Ogun are very special to me. I like all the Orisha, but any Legua, I can't forget Legua. He's like, what the hell? What am I, chopped liver? I just heard him in my head. I miss you. You seem to be in a great mood today. Thanks. Yeah, I am. I'm in a great mood. I am. Bless you ladies for always supporting me. I love y'all. That's what we do, girl. You support us, we support you back. Why am I like breaking my back? I should just move this up. Mother of the sweet waters. Yeah, that's why we're going down to the river. As I went down to the river to pray. Going through it is right. I'm sorry, Sam. Let's send some positive energy to the Divine Masculine right now. And because we're streaming horizontal, we do not have to worry about the distorted masculine, knock on wood, coming in. Do you have any plans to visit India? No, but I would love to. I have to say the Hindu gods and goddesses have been coming through so strong. So like Lakshmi, my therapist does Reiki on me, and Lakshmi came through really strong, and Lakshmi's been coming through like with the Patreon and everything. And also, who else have I been working with? Oh, I've just been learning. I learned about, oh god, I don't want to say the wrong name and be disrespectful, but I learned about some other spirits. Radha, I believe, is one of them, and there was another one. I wrote them down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I just met them, so but they came through really strong and were like really kind, and I'm getting to know them, and I really do love the Hindu gods and goddesses. I really enjoy their energy, and I enjoy their arachnid energy, because they have that good arachnid, like spider energy with all their arms. But I would love to visit India someday. Could you please explain the difference between your dance classes? For us who need the dummies version, I'm interested but not sure which one would be appropriate for me. So the first dance class on Tuesday mornings is for people who are in different time zones, like Leah, because she was having to do dance class at like 2 a.m. So I tried to do one in the evening and one in the morning my time, so that people of different time zones could join. Radha and Krishna, yes. And then also, actually, if you give me a minute, I'm just gonna no, I won't. Will I? Let me get my book, because my book had, what was I looking up in my book? I'm gonna get my book, and then there's this other one, Rati, I think. She looked like a really cool, bright red, like demon kind of, and she was just really cool. Lord Shiva is so powerful. Yes, I like Shiva. I've been connecting. I haven't gotten too deep with the Hindu gods and goddesses, and this year they've been really calling me to go deeper. So, like, I'm really excited to get to know them better. I'm excited to expand my relationships with them. Radha is the darling of Krishna. Yes, and I have a picture of her, which I think is why I found this picture of Krishna and Radha, and I wanted it because it called to me, and then I started doing research. Actually, Pragya helped me with that. She told me who she was, because I didn't know who they were. The photo just called to me. And yeah, so it's yeah, I'm gonna probably use that with the twin flame reading, because Pragya was explaining to me that they're kind of like considered twins. But yeah, I don't know, it's just super cool. But about my, hey Shayna, about my dance classes, the chat, I'm having such a good time, guys, because usually the chat is just horrible. Not you guys, when we're vertical, it's just all trolls. So I'm just really glad that we're having a nice chat right now. There's like so much there's so much to read. Okay, I'm gonna not be able to read all the chat. I'm sorry about that. Oh, I bought Oshun and Yemaya's bathwaters. Would you recommend to use them? How would you recommend to use them? I don't have those, but you could do a spiritual bath with them. Their Spirit's also showing me like putting them on your feet, like maybe like rubbing them on your feet or pouring them on your feet, or maybe making like a lot of times when I was working with Yemaya, when I was like trying to get out of my abusive relationship, I would put bowls of water out for her. So maybe you can put out a bowl of, like, would do it in like a crystal bowl. So maybe you can put like a crystal bowl and add those to the crystal bowl. Okay, my dance classes. So the morning dance class is like the masculine energy, and then the nighttime dance class is like the feminine energy. So my like upbeat dance class is very much like I'm gonna be working you out. It's gonna be fast-paced music. I'm gonna stretch you out like crazy, work you out. Is gonna be like freaking aerobics and kind of like a Zumba class, and then at the end we'll do like a little bit of choreography, simple choreography, maybe like an 8 count that can repeat to a song. So it's gonna be super upbeat and structured. And then the other class is more of the feminine, where it's less structured, more intuitive movement, more of just listening to your body and doing whatever feels right to you. And then we didn't do any choreography, we just did all freestyling. So it was like I would put on a song and you guys would just like freestyle to it. So that's the difference between my classes. I'm a simp for Lakshmi. Lakshmi's awesome. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth and prosperity. Yes. Oh, I don't know how to say that. I'm not gonna say it, Sam, because I don't know how to pronounce that, because I don't want to pronounce it wrong and be rude. This past Friday's dance class was so light and perfect. Really got me in my divine feminine energy. Yeah, me too. I really liked it too. Shiva and Shakti together, such a healing relationship. Beautiful. The god Yama, Rig Veda just activated my DNA. Very cool. Hugs, Dutch. Thanks. Hugs to you too. Shiva is basically everything now. We know what you mean. Got it. Might just do both. They both sound like something I would enjoy. Little known secret, I used to be a dancer. What? No wonder you found me, Lizzie. We have a lot in common. All right, let me get my little book, and I'm going to tell you the goddess that I was working with. And then we'll get into the reading. Woo! And I have a new deck. Hey, Melly. You heard our telepathic call. QRS. Yep. I found Rati. I really like her energy. She's like pregnant. And I also have been working more closely with Renanette. We're going to do a working with her as well because I just got her tattoo finished. And she also has to do with like running water and breast milk and like sweet, kind of like how Oshun is like of the sweet waters. She's like rivers and things like that too, like the Nile. But also she represents like protection during birth and breast milk and like the feminine archetype. And Rati also is shown as like being pregnant with like full breasts and stuff. So I really liked her energy and I was kind of getting to know her as well. Yeah, that's funny. I opened up right to it. And then there was another one that I found that it's like, it came up out of nowhere. It was like an image that looked like she's the goddess of like balance and self-sacrifice. So she looked kind of like Kali because she was like standing on a couple, but she had chopped her head off and then was feeding these other two kind of like bright red demoness looking creatures with like the blood from her head. And so she helps you balance like self-sacrifice so that it's not at your own expense. So sacrifice only in a way that like doesn't overdo it for you. But she was standing on these two people like Kali, and I was like, but that's not Kali, so who is that? And then I just looked her up and I was like, oh dang, like this is really fascinating. Chandi? Maybe I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but oh, it's like, I think it's like Chama, it's two H's, it's like C, two H's, CHH, Chamanda, something, sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I just can't remember the name. Let me turn off the light in my kitchen, because it's on for no reason, and then we'll get into the reading. Chinamasta, maybe that is what it was. Maybe that is who she is. I'm sorry, I just found her, so I can't like remember it off the top of my head. Oh, your Grim Reaper, I have it in a t-shirt. That's so funny. Yeah. Let's play, or tag you're it. All right, guys, this is gonna be fun. So we're doing an 18 plus reading, and I'm very excited to announce that my pink deck, you know my pink deck that I always use that's made out of paper, and I made it during the pandemic and everything. I made it into a real deck, so you can buy this from my site. Woo, sexy time. Yeah. Chinamasta is a goddess of contradictions, one who balances a fine line between giving and receiving, self-preservation, sacrifice, reproduction, and death. Yes, that's her. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, Dun 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 dun. So I made 2 versions of my deck. So one version, I really just wanted to have something that, woo, congrats on the great deck. Thank you. So I really wanted to just make something however I wanted to make it, but I did not use I did not use photos that I own, but I didn't care because I just wanted to make it however I wanted to make it. So I want to make it very clear that this deck that I have here, it is my sexual tarot deck, but it's not for sale. This one's not for sale because I don't own the rights to these pictures. I did the channeling, but a lot of the pictures like this, I don't own the rights to that picture. But I did make 6 of those decks, and I have gifted them to certain longtime clients, so that's really cool. But I just want to make it very clear, I'm not stealing anything from anyone. These are not for sale. It's just something I did for fun. Like I wanted to do it, so I did it. But yeah, you can see there's pictures of me in it as well. But yeah, so this one is just for fun. However, you can purchase this one on my website. There's a couple people already bought them, and I only have like a certain supply for now. I can always order more, but that takes time for it to be like, excuse me, processed and printed and then shipped out to me. So, dun 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 dun, 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 dun. This deck is all photos that I own. All the channeling came from me. So yeah, I'm really excited. So you get a pink pouch. It feels like Barbie clothes. If you ever played with Barbies, it's like the same material as Barbie clothes. Because I was like, why does this remind me of childhood? And I was like, oh, because it's like Barbie clothes. And then this is my deck. So this is like all photos are owned by me. All channeling is owned by me. And you can purchase this on my website if you want it. You don't have to, but if you want it. People have been asking me to make my sexual tarot deck into a real purchasable deck since I made it in 2020, and here we are 4 years later. So if you want it, you can get it. Lizzie will link it in the comments after the video, and yeah, I'm really excited. So for example, that's what we have. It's like really cute. These are actually pictures of me. They're filtered. This is me in my natural state. Just kidding. But these are photos of me with my channelings. So, oh, that's upside down. But yeah, I think it's really great. All right, let's see. So stoked. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Time to buy the deck. Thank you. My automatic choice is pile 3, so I can stick around. Aw, thanks, Sam. So stoked for the deck reveal. I am proud of you, Dutchie. Thanks, Lizzie. Sam, you are a real one. Yes, he is. Yay, that's so exciting. Thank you, Melly. The deck is so much. This deck is so much. Thank you so much, Nikki. I absolutely love it. You're welcome. Thanks for being like an awesome client and friend. I really appreciate you, Maria. And my mind is still blown because Maria saw my land back in 2012. Like, she literally saw it the way I see it, and I'm just like, my mind is blown by that. I'll never forget that. Takes a lot to blow my mind these days. That is a cute pouch. Thank you. The pouch is giving My Little Pony. I love it. Thanks. You saying, here we are 4 years later, feels like a timeline jump. Wow, yeah. Yeah, it feels like I blinked and now we're in 2024. It's kind of scary. I'm proud of you. Thank you. I'll buy it before we meet. Like this, you can give it to me by hand. Perfect. Congratulations, and so proud of you. The world needs your sex decks. Thank you. I meant to say it's so much fun. Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, so I do want to tell you guys like one more thing before we start. This is like really crazy, but I feel like I have to share it with you guys. So I was outside after the dance class, and I was just continuing to dance under the moon, and I saw at least 20 UFOs that night, like so many, and I saw at least 15 the night before, and some of them were getting like really close to me. And so basically, if you guys need this advice of like what to do if you see a UFO, just state that you're in Christ consciousness and that you are only accepting creatures and interdimensionals of benevolence and Christ consciousness. So if they are not of Christ consciousness, you do not consent to having them around you. And so I was dancing out the night before under the full moon, and I had a UFO get really close above me, and I was just like talking to them and being like, yeah, someday we're all gonna dance together, like at my festivals. Hi, Ariana. Glad you can make it. And I was like, we're all gonna dance together, like at my festivals, the unconditional love, unity, Christ consciousness, all that good stuff. And then the next night, we danced out together with our dance class, and I saw at least 20 UFOs that same night. And there was one that came over me, and it was like this bright white light. And I was like, I am of Christ. Like, I was waving, and I was like, I'm of Christ consciousness and unconditional love and unity frequency. Only beings of unity, Christ consciousness frequency are allowed near me. And then it got like brighter when I said that, and I was like, so are you of Christ? Like, you should always ask. So I asked, I'm like, are you of Christ? Guys, I swear to God, it was so fucking crazy. I've never experienced this in my life. It shapeshifted into a white cross. Like, the ship, all of a sudden, the light was in the shape of a white cross, and it was so bright, and like my heart was like filled to the brim with like unconditional love. That's how you'll know that it's like a good UFO, like a good interdimensional. And so my heart was just filled, and I was just staring at it, and it was getting closer and closer. I swear to God, guys, this was amazing. I've had only one other experience with a friend, so I knew I wasn't tripping, where we almost got like knocked over, like the magnetic frequency of a UFO almost knocked us over. My nose is itching, so somebody's coming back for people. But also I know those UFOs are coming back for me, because I was like, please come back. I felt really sad when they left. But so my heart filled up, and they turned into a literal white cross, which was freaking crazy. And then I was just like, they kept getting closer and closer, because I was like, please get closer. And then I astral traveled up to the ship, and I saw 7 female angelic Arcturian beings. So I have a client who's also on a twin flame journey, who was also alive during the 70s and taken out. And she is of the species of angelic Arcturians. So I've only seen them in the form of like her past lives or future lives. I don't know if it's past or future, but what they are is they look like typical Arcturians, but they have white iridescent skin. So it's like white with iridescent purple. And then they have these big purple eyes, like kind of like the grays. And they're super high frequency, and they have a lot of empathy and love, because Arcturians don't really have a lot of emotions, but angels have a lot of empathy and a lot of emotions and love. So by creating a hybrid between the Arcturians and the angels, it's created a very high frequency creature, because you have all the intellect and linear minded thinking of the Arcturians paired with the feminine and emotional aspects of angelic beings. So I astral traveled up to the ship, and they were like shocked. They are always shocked when I astral travel up there. And this big white light came around me, and I let out my angel wings, and it was like poof, and it like this big white frequency came out, and we were just like standing in awe of each other. Like, I was just staring at them, and they wear the caps too. So grays, how they have the big black eyes, they actually don't have black eyes, they have human eyes, but those are black caps that they wear over their eyes in order to protect their eyes, because if you had a human eye that was like this big, it'd be way easier to bump into stuff, or like the sun would be too bright, or like it'd just be really easy to hurt your eyes. Hi. And so they were wearing caps as well, so they had like caps over their eyes, so it looked like they were white with like black eyes, but I could see, like, they came up close, and I could like see through the like mesh kind of material that had the purple, different shades of purple underneath. And so yeah, so we were just standing there like healing each other and like taking each other in, and the white cross was just shining brighter and brighter, and it like lingered over my house. Yes, the black caps are real. Yeah, that activated my DNA so much. The first time I heard about the black caps, Elizabeth April actually had talked about the caps, and it activated my DNA like so much. but especially because when I intuitively draw aliens, they have very similar to like human eyes. So it was like very validating for me. And so I was just standing there in the frequency, and the cross was like shining so bright. And then I was like, they were like almost all the way over my house. And then when they got over my house, I swear to God, guys, it disappeared. I just saw 4448. 4448, yeah. So when they got over, like when it was past my house, it just went into nothing. Like it just disappeared entirely. And then I started crying, so I was like sad, and I didn't want them to go. And then I was like, same place, same time, but I couldn't be here at that time last night. So I'm gonna look for them tonight. And they told me I can call on them whenever I want and like connect to them. So we're actually going to do a whole video where I talk about them and talk about the Zertrons. The Zertrons are like positive, benevolent aliens that found me last year that were like, what the heck? Like, you're not a regular human. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. So now they kind of like hang out with me around my house and stuff, and they heal me a lot. So we're going to talk about that because they definitely want to help my community here if you want help from them. But I just had to get that off my chest because that was freaking crazy. And it was like right after we just had like the best dance class. So it was just like really, really cool. And I just can't wait till I have a boyfriend, or like more like until I have people in person, like when we go to Salem and shit and we're going to be in person. Like I already know the spirits are going to show themselves to us. I already know the aliens are going to come down and like connect with us. Like, I have these experiences alone, and the second you take out your phone, you can't freaking see it. Like, I've noticed a lot of them disappear when you take out your phone, so I just can't wait until I have, like, a boyfriend that we're just, like, outside, and I'm like, oh, look, it's an alien, and then it's, like, doing crazy stuff and disappears, and then they can't deny it, and then I have someone who can be like, it's true, I saw it, it was freaky, you know, or, like, friends in person, to have these in-person experiences. Like, I'm just really looking forward to it. All right, let me look at the chat. So I was just... Like the live, please. Yes, thank you. What if it was an angel, bro? That's wild. Yeah, no, it was. You're right. They were angel hybrids. What if they wanted to beam you up? I see them all the time in my backyard here in Canada, too. I actually want them to beam me. I told them I think I'm ready for a benevolent physical abduction or benevolent levitation. So if they want to safely and benevolently levitate me, I'm fine with that. And if they want to physically abduct me for healing and benevolence for my highest and greatest good, I'm fine with that. The last time I said that, though, I almost had a physical experience, and then I got really scared, and it frightened me, but that was 4 years ago, so I think I'm finally ready. You're activating my DNA so hard right now. Yeah, it activated my DNA, too. It was really good. The fam is listening in the car now. Ooh, love it. Fascinating. Yes, the black caps are real. This is activating my DNA, learning about the gray eyes. Same. Dude, when you're talking about this, I have goosebumps because it's wild, right? I fucking love this. The way they yeet out is next level. For real! It just disappeared. Thank you for sharing, Nikki. Amazing experience. Me too. Me too. Sometimes I feel so alone. Well, guys, you have a space on my channel. As long as you're respectful, you have a space here. Definitely looking forward. I had a vision of us dancing to Led Zeppelin around a fire on the beach. Oh, girl, I love to let the lead out. So maybe you just saw the future. Whoa. Yeah, the aliens are camera shy. They don't want anyone to know. They also dance too. Oh, that's so awesome. They have technology to heal and reprogram their ships. Exactly. Whenever I go up on a benevolent alien ship, they heal me. They put me in this, like, white mesh suit that's, like... But it's not mesh. It's, like, a different material that we don't have here on Earth, but it looks like mesh. And it's skin tight, and it lays directly on my skin, and then it starts to heal my cells. You've grown so much in the last 4 years. I think you're ready now. Yeah, me too. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I could ramble all day, but I have shit to do. So let's get into our pick a card reading. So, yep, we're going to be using my new decks. We're actually going to be using both of these, and then if we have repeat messages, it'll be even more validating. Maria, when Dutch read back about Led Zeppelin, I smiled. The best summer ever potion. Yeah! Oh yeah, I have to put on the best summer ever. Or you smelled the best summer ever potion. Yeah, love that. I was actually listening to Led Zeppelin today when I met the nice people who I'm hopefully going to be babysitting for. So if you want to send me positive energy for that, I would appreciate it. But let me get my best summer ever potion on, and then we'll get into the reading. Actually, I'm going to use the bathroom too. Bathroom break. Yeah, you want to say hi to everybody? All right. So this is the best summer ever potion. It's like really cute. The crystals inside glow in the dark. It's sold out right now, but I might make some more. It smells really good. Ah, it does smell so good. It's like heavy on the gardenia, which I really, really like. It's like fruity and floral and just like really nice. And it's got pheromones in it, so gonna have a little spicy summer as well. A little spice. Nikki is going to get the job without interference, and so it is. Thank you. Manifest it for her in the chat. Thank you. Alegua, hold the doors. Got a cigar for you. I do too. Wait, you do. Thank you. Nikki is in receive mode. I am. And you know what? The line for the drive-thru was so long that I just went in, and I'm so glad I went in, because I never would have had that experience if I didn't just go inside. Thank you guys. Abundance and blessings. Nikki makes the best potions. Thanks. Ooh, the boys will love it. Yes, they will. They will love that best summer ever potion. Oof, I just felt it, Nikki. You're surrounded by energy of money, lots of it. Thank you. Hey, Dutch, I've been talking with Delirian so much lately. Ooh, nice. I hope you get the job. Thank you. I haven't been connecting with Lyrians, but I was Lyrian in a past life, so maybe I need to connect with, like, my past self, and my twin was also Lyrian in a past life, and we both ended up finding each other in the Pleiades, because when our planet was destroyed, we ended up getting sent over to the Pleiades, and because we were essentially orphans of the universe after they blew up our planet. Green Fairy came through quick for you, Nikki. She did. I have to give a shout out to the Green Fairy. I have to give a shout out to Shireen as well, because she did some working on me for Crown of Success. I have to give a shout out to Saint Expedite, because I know that he's working on my behalf as well. And I have to give a shout out to myself, because I've been working hard and I've been putting in the work to, like, release my lack mentality. So, gotta give myself a little shout out too. My God, girl, please, I wanted the spell bottled to spread the best summer ever vibes, but pay week was times away. Ugh, sorry about that. I think I'm gonna make more, because those sold out like almost overnight. So it won't be with the original spell. Luckily though, Kenna, you got a crystal from the original spell, so you can wear your necklace all summer, but you will still, and the best summer ever potion will still be good. It's gonna be the same recipe, and I'll charge it and I'll do everything. It just won't be like the original one. Nope. River, that's actually River MD. That's actually a synchronicity for us because we're going down to the river, but we haven't started yet. We're about to start. You came just in time. Oh my God, girl, please, I want to... Oh, wait, I already read that. Blessings are bestowed. Thank you, Green Fairy, Shireen, and her spirits, and Saint Expedite. Thank you. I was watching a movie and was thinking about Nikki and money things, and the word expedite was said in the movie. All right, that just gave me a really good feeling, like, in my core, so thank you for that. Thanks for sharing that. It was such a confirmation. Me too. Blue Avian was there when we lost our home. Lots of love to those healing from the battle. Thank you, Key to the Golden Thread Tarot. I like your name. All right, let's do this. Please like the video, guys, so more people get notified. Okay. What order do I want to do these in? All right, so I have these crystals. Nope, sorry. You know, I feel like I can never really find a great phone stand. Like, they're always a little bit flimsy. So, we're gonna have 3 groups today. Yeah, oops, there he is. My twin resembles the Pleiadians. Interesting. Okay, let me turn off the chat so I don't get distracted. 'Cause ADD. Okay. So all these crystals are available. Just kidding. All these crystals are available on my website. So we're going to have 3 groups today. The first group is going to be this rose quartz point. So these I have activated with the spirit babies and the cherubs. I did a whole long meditation to connect to them. Also, sorry if you see dirt under my nails. I'm a little gardening girl, so please don't take it personally. But this is a rose quartz point for the spirit babies, and it's I charged it up and meditated, so it's connected. If you have lost a child, you can use this to connect to that child. If you are pregnant and you want to connect to the soul of your future child, or you're not pregnant, you want to connect to the souls of your future children, or just cherubs and spirit babies in general, this crystal is really great for that. So we're going to be doing that for group 1. By the way, guys, June is still going to be Women and Children Month on my channel, and I am so excited. I'm going to be doing sound healing for like all sorts of stuff, for preemies, for pregnant women, I'm going to be doing some sound healing for detransitioners as well, to like support them during Pride. Like, I'm really excited for next month. I have some really big plans, so just so you know, stay tuned for that because it's going to be really awesome. Okay, group 2 is this really beautiful past life citrine and garden quartz moon crystal. So these are charged and activated to help you clear and heal past life trauma. Look at me. One eye. So that's gonna be group 2. It's like so pretty. Beautiful. It's group 2. There's rainbows in it. It's just so pretty. And the energy, the frequency of it is like very, very strong. And then group 3 is this big selenite cube. So this I have activated and blessed and meditated to bring in archangel energy. It has this little notch so you can sit it like this, and it's like looks like it's floating. It's like really, really cool. But we channeled on the Patreon that these are very beneficial at this time for those of us who are having trouble sleeping or having spiritual attack during the sleep. And anyone who feels really connected to the archangels, I literally called them down into this selenite. We've been getting a lot of advice on the Patreon to work with selenite. And Lizzie, if you don't mind, at the end, if you could link my Patreon as well, I'll give you a list of everything like when we finish up. But yeah, so group 3 is going to be this selenite. Is cool. You can see my hand through it. But yeah, the selenite cube. So this is going to be group 3. So let me hold these up together. Let's see. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. All right, guys, pick your group, and I'll see you there. So let's start with group 1, the Spirit Baby Rose Quartz. Points. All right, what deck do I want to use for group 1? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll use that deck. So let's just get, like, their thoughts, feelings, and actions, like their current energy towards the situation. And then we'll do the 18 plus part at the end, like we always do. I'm so happy we're able to stream horizontally again. This is so much more enjoyable. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about group 1, those who chose the Spirit Baby Rose Quartz? What are the current thoughts of their person? What are the current thoughts? Ooh, I just got a little smile, so maybe when your person thinks of you, they smile, you make them happy. They're a little bit defensive of, they're a little bit, okay, so either they're thinking, oh, okay. What's that tower? Okay, so your person's actually very in their head about you. So we got the, but maybe it's like, maybe I got the little smile because maybe they're being a little bit nostalgic right now. So maybe they're kind of like almost doing that thing where you kind of look at a situation through rose-colored glasses. So maybe that when you were with them, they didn't take a lot of responsibility for, you know, their actions, or maybe they didn't recognize your value as much as they should. So I'm getting, for some of you, they might have friend-zoned you. So for some of you, it might have been like, oh, like, I don't really look at you like that. And then it was like, ooh, no, I actually do. Then their feelings eventually grew, but they already friend-zoned you. And then for others of you, it was like, I'm getting career. So their career could have been crazy and they could have not really had time to be pursuing like an actual relationship while also trying to balance their career. I'm seeing this person like, so I'm literally seeing like a stock, like a graph, like going up and up and up, and all these like coins like bouncing off the graph. So it's like they could have been growing at a very rapid rate. So maybe they own their own business, or maybe they're just really climbing the ladder in whatever it is that their field of work is, and that was demanding a lot of their time and energy. They also could have to travel for work. So if you're with someone who's like never really in your hometown or like where you met, because they're constantly traveling, this could also be someone who's in the public eye, because I just saw like an actor, like how an actor has to like kind of travel a lot. And even if they're not in the public eye, it could just be someone that like people really, really like. So someone who's popular amongst your like friend group or popular in your area. So it's like they're traveling all the time, and then when they come home, it's like all these people want to spend time with them because they're very, very popular. And if that's not the case, then they're definitely popular to like the masses in one way or another. And you don't have to be a freaking like celebrity to be popular to the masses. Like I'm totally not a celebrity, but you know, I'm popular here in my corner of YouTube. So not to brag, but you know what I mean. So I just feel like they had a lot going on. They were growing and increasing their monetary value as well as their career. And let me see if this makes the lighting a little bit better. Oh yeah, I think that makes the lighting a little better. So they were growing and increasing their monetary status as well as their career status, and they were not able to balance a relationship at that time. I also see that they were under a lot of stress. So if they like lashed out at you or something, they feel actually very, very bad about that. Or if they just like ghosted you and like left you on red, they feel very bad about it. It wasn't intentional. I just think they were having a really hard time with time management. And like how I said, they might have friend zoned you or overlooked you in one way or another, and they're starting to actually truly recognize your value at this point. Now here we have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands, the Tower, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. For some of you, they could have been very defensive about your spirituality. So if you do witchcraft, or obviously like you're on a tarot reading channel, you have some sort of interest in the occult. So whatever, some people are very scared by that. They could have been like a Christian or like a Catholic or something that doesn't necessarily support your version of spirituality. So I see that they were actually a little bit defensive towards you because of your spiritual beliefs, or it just made them a little nervous. So if you were like, I'm a witch, they were like, okay, I'm a little scared. You know, like, I just think that they became a bit defensive, but now I see that the tables have turned and they're realizing, and I just got a notification. Thank you, Madison. I think Madison bought a deck. So that's a yes from Spirit, is where they used to be a little bit scared and like freaked out and turned off by your presence and your spiritual connection. They're actually realizing that they could use your help. So this person is having some experiences. So either they are going and they are looking for spiritual experiences. So like what I used to do is I used to go to like abandoned insane asylums and stuff and like go looking for spirits. So either they're doing something like that, like they're going into the woods looking for spirits or whatever, or they just had an encounter. So we were talking about previously about like speaking with UFOs and connecting with UFOs. So maybe they saw a UFO, maybe they had a dream about something like so crazy and paranormal, maybe they had an actual paranormal experience where something got like thrown across the room. Either way, they're waking up right now. They're having experiences that they can't explain. I just heard, I've been searching for this for years, and now that it's here, it's like scary. So some people look for spiritual experiences for a very long time, and then once they actually receive them, it's hard for their brain to process them. So it's like they're realizing that you would be a true asset to them right now, with your knowledge and your spirituality, because they are going through some sort of awakening through a paranormal experience, whatever kind of paranormal experience that was. So whereas they used to be defensive of your gifts and of your spirituality, they actually are feeling like they really wish you were around to help them with that right now. Yeah, and then here with the Tower card, the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Swords, for one, they're concerned because they are feeling like you don't care about them anymore. So like I said, if they friend zoned you, I just need to shift my position. If they friend zoned you and were like, nah, thanks, like, no, I don't really, no, thank you. Now it's like the tables have turned and they're like really missing you or really wanting to connect with you in some way or another. And they're just feeling like, dang it, like I messed up. And with the Tower here, I think it's because when they friend zoned you, you were like, oh, like, okay, like you backed off, you were respectful, you know? And even if they didn't friend zone you, they rejected you in one way or another, because like I said, it was either their career or like their life was shifting. There was something, they were in some sort of major life transition that they were not able to give you what you needed in a committed relationship. Maybe they moved, you know, like I was talking about the travel and stuff. So now they're kind of having this Tower moment because they feel like you don't care. And it's not that you don't care, it's that you respected their boundaries, you respected their wishes, and then you kind of were just like, well, I'm going to focus on me then. And now they're actually with the Tower, and you're coming up as the Queen of Swords, so it's like actually very upsetting to them to think that this could be someone too that you were like wrapped around their finger for years, and you were finally like, nah, like, no thanks. And if it's not someone who you've been wrapped around their finger for years, it's someone that gets what they want. So like I said, they're very popular. So they're not used to like someone just giving up and no longer pursuing them. They're not used to someone not chasing them. You stopped chasing them, and this was like, this is upsetting to them. They're like having this Tower moment now, like, oh, she doesn't care. Why doesn't she care? Why isn't she chasing me? And you can change he, she, whatever. Change it to your situation. But they're kind of just like, why aren't they chasing me anymore? And it's got them in their head. They also could be watching you from like a secret account, because look, this is this beautiful Pegasus flying through the sky, and then there's this little creepy creeper. You see the eye just like lurking right there. So they could be watching you from a fake account, or they could just be watching you from afar and you have no idea that they're watching you from afar. But they're having this Tower moment right now where they're like, dang, I miss the days when she would like really chase me. I miss the days when like she showed me how much she cared. So that's kind of like what they're thinking right now. So Spirit, what are they feeling about group one? I almost just knocked on my forehead instead of knocking on the cards, because I knock on the cards and put them on my forehead. I was almost like, dur, dur. Maybe they feel like a knucklehead. I think maybe they feel like a knucklehead, and they're kind of like, hit, like, dang it, like knocking on their head, like, anybody home? You made a bad choice. Well, I just heard I was doing the best I could. I really couldn't give you the relationship that you needed at that time. All right, let's see. What are they feeling, Spirit? We have the Djinn, Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. What are they feeling right now towards group 1? Can you please, ooh, love that. Love to see that. What's that Six of Pentacles, please? Wow. Okay. So we got the Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, and then we got the Ten of Pentacles to support the Six of Pentacles. So actually, one of the reasons why you might not have been able to be in a committed relationship with this person previously, like I said, because their career was growing, and maybe they didn't have enough here with the Six of Pentacles. Ooh, I almost just hit myself in the eye. I just heard I was blind, but now I see. So it's like maybe they were blinded by their want for success, blinded by their want for money, or if they have a lot of money and they are very successful, they could have to make sure that the people who are in their life are actually there to support them, because they could have been taken advantage of or used for their money in the past. So it was like they were trying and climbing to like build this financial situation that they have, and they didn't want it to be taken advantage of. So perhaps in the past they would have been taken advantage of financially, and they were trying to make sure that that wouldn't happen again. And I also just see that they were very money focused, and now that it's like, now that they have the money, it's like they're feeling like they want something else, they want something more, they want that relationship. So here with the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, they're thinking very highly of you, very fondly of you, very romantically of you. They'd like to come see you physically. So like I said, if they do travel a lot or you're not in the same area, they would like to come see you here with the Three of Wands and have a physical meeting and interaction. Also here with the Ace of Wands, they're feeling very sexually attracted to you right now, and they want a passionate new beginning going forward. And yeah, they're very sexually attracted to you right now. And like I said, they're really regretting kind of turning you down in the past. But they're also a little bit stubborn. So they might not come out and say that right away. Because look, he's kind of got like his arms crossed. So it's like they are a little bit stubborn here. And they might actually be kind of avoiding like having that conversation. Like, sorry about that. But they're feeling like they want to see you in person. They're feeling like they want to take you out and like do something nice for you. So like here with the Knight of Cups, I feel like it's like maybe they want to take you out on a cute date, or they want to take you out to do something really fun, like that you like. So like for me, I love going to the aquarium. So like if a guy ever took me to the aquarium, I would be like, I'd have so much fun. But they want to do something sweet for you. They want to see you in person, and they're very sexually attracted to you right now, and they would like to have a passionate new beginning with you here. And they also kind of want to show you their success. So like, whereas how I said they were building before, now they've established and created that wealth and that foundation here, that foundational wealth here with the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like they kind of want to show off to you, like take you out on that nice date, take you out to that really expensive restaurant, take you out to do that thing you've always wanted to do but could never afford to do. I just saw skydiving too. Maybe you guys had talked about like doing skydiving or something, and they're like, I want to take you skydiving, I want to pay for it, like let's have this moment together. I just heard, I wish that I could have this moment for life. For life. Okay. They might even propose. I don't know. Damn. Because like for life. Alright, so let's see. So what is their action? What is group 1's person's action towards them, please? Wow, Judgment Day is coming. So can you please clarify that? Definitely some shit happened in the past. Either that, or they're fighting some kind of addiction right now. And it doesn't always have to be drugs or alcohol. You can be addicted to your phone. You can be addicted to video games. You can be addicted to spending. There's all sorts of stuff you can be addicted to. Wow, okay, so I definitely feel like they need to answer for some stuff from the past. So here with the Two of Swords, to me, we have the Ghost here, and it's like the past, and there's all these rats and stuff, and so I feel like they could have ghosted you, or there could have been just some situation in the past where their image of you was clouded. And then especially here with the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands, I just feel like they were not nice. Like, I feel like they were immature. I feel like they could have ghosted you. They could have just been like unkind in one way or another, and they were not thinking about them. They were not thinking about you. They were only thinking about themselves. They also could have been really sex focused, so they could have been just like trying to like have sex with you, and you were trying to have something more. And it could have even been friend zoned in that way. Like, you could have been friends with benefits zoned, you know what I mean? Like, which is just not nice, you know? But here with the Seven of Swords, they definitely had some addictions and things that they had to move through. It could even be negative self-talk as well, because the Seven of Swords can also indicate like obsession and sneakiness. So they could have done some stuff behind your back, or they could have just had this extreme obsession with success, and now that they've reached the success, I also feel like they've had a lot of temptation. So as we grow in success and we have more money, we have more access to things that are not necessarily of like our best interests, right? And also, the more money you have, the more you can kind of like hide your bad behavior. So it's kind of like, I feel like I have a client who would say new level, new devil. So as they're moving through these new levels, the constant is you. And they understand here with Judgment Day that if they do come back, especially here with the Knight of Pentacles, they need to come back on something actually solid, and they need to account for their behavior. So with the Seven of Swords, there was some sort of bad behavior, especially with the Page of Wands and the Ghost. They could have just been like really immature, ghosted you, just done something really rude, whatever. They understand with Judgment Day and the Knight of Pentacles that if they want to come back into your life, they need to come on some solid ground. And I also feel like they're judging themselves for their actions, and they're holding themselves accountable, but they understand that they need to hold themselves accountable with you as well, and that they need to build a clear, strong foundation. And then here with the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands, they want to come in, their action towards you is showing up as communication. Judgment Day, right? So Judgment Day is coming. Something you've been waiting for is coming. The conversation you've been waiting for is coming, and it's going to be positive. They're going to tell you, you know, I'm sorry I friend zoned you. I'm sorry I wasn't able to give you what you needed. I've worked on this Seven of Swords stuff. I recognize what I did was wrong. I recognize that, you know, that wasn't the best choice. And I do feel like they want to give you some communication around creating some sort of solid, committed relationship here with the Four of Wands. Whether you want to create that with them anymore is up to you, because sometimes it's too little too late, right? So it's like, and also make them put their money where their mouth is. Like, make them, no pun intended, make them show up, make them, don't let their words, don't just get distracted by their words. So I feel like they're going to communicate to you that they want to build something with you and have some sort of commitment with you, but it's up to you whether or not you want to take that route after what's happened. And it also depends on how good their apology is, right? Because with the Seven of Swords, there's some stuff they need to apologize for. So let's go ahead and get my new sexual decks. Woo! My jaw hurts too, so they could have a lot of anger, resentment, revenge. A lot of revenge comes from like jaw pain. They just have a temper. I feel like they have a temper. Okay, let me fix my little thing on my head. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a heavy energy. Like, it feels like this person is kind of like going through, I just heard a metamorphosis and an awakening, so yeah. And they also like to do things fast. They could have like, they could be a fire sign or have like fire energy, because I kind of am like ready. I'm like ready to like move on to the next group, because I'm kind of just like, okay, like ready to move. And not because I want to move on to the next group, but just because their energy is like very, very fast. And also it is kind of heavy. So it is kind of heavy to sit in this energy. Okay, Spirit, what, if group one's person could say anything to them right now sexually, what would they say? Tell me you love me too. Oh, we got a bunch. All right, now let me do my other deck. We'll see if we get repeats from my other deck as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have, I want to hold you. Yeah, it's like more than just what they made you think it was. I want to hold you. Tell me you love me too. I can't get enough of you. Let me fuck you raw. Only do that if you are not ovulating, or if you don't, like, if, just remember that makes babies. And if you don't want a baby, just be careful. I love your smell. Ooh, so you could have smelled really good the last time you saw this person. And then we have I need your love. Wow, so a lot of sentimental cards from this one. I'll show them to you after I read them all. And then we have suck my dick, past lives, life is hard for me right now, but so is my dick, LMAO, tear, want to make out a little, what that mouth do, so 2 of the suck my dick, and then I'm a slave to your tits, let me bite your nipples. Okay, so with I need your love, I can't get enough of you, tell me you love me too, and I want to hold you, I feel like this person, like I was saying, although there's a very strong magnetic sexual attraction between the 2 of you right now, there's a really strong love attraction with you as well. So it's like it's more than just sex to them, but also it's like they want to have that like love making. They want to have that healing encounter with you, and they want it to be more than just like a physical encounter. And then with let me fuck you raw, they could be even trying to get you pregnant, so be careful if you don't want to have a baby. But also here with the I love your smell, I feel like they just like it, they smell it sometimes. So like they could just be like out driving or out doing something and they just like smell you. And it's like they remember your smell, about like, you know, that's one of the things that they remember from the times that you spent together, was just like how good you smelled. They could also really like your pheromones. So like our sexual pheromones attract us to a mate that we would reproduce well with, so like our offspring would be healthy, and so we're attracted to certain people's smells because it's instinct. So we would mate well with them because we have compatible DNA. So that's like what attracts us to people's like natural smells, like their natural musk. So they could really just like your natural pheromones. And then we have suck my dick and what that mouth do, which these are so cute. Look at these. So they definitely like your mouth. And then we have want to make out a little, which is like a cake. So they could even be bringing you a gift or something when they come see you, because it's like a cute little cake. Or they might come see you for, maybe they'll come see you for your birthday, because we have a cupcake and a cake. So maybe they'll come see you for your birthday. They really like your neck too. They just like your body, but they like your neck. They like to see you moan. They like to make you feel good. They just like to see you enjoying yourself in the moment. We have past lives. So definitely some sort of past life connection here, and they could be recognizing that now as well. Maybe they didn't recognize it in the past and they're recognizing it now. And then we have life is hard for me right now, but so is my dick. LMAO, tear. We also have the lightning. I just heard When I Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. So that song could have significance to you, but also it's like this could also be indicating the tower card that we got earlier, because lightning does strike the tower and crumbles the false foundations. I just feel like they're changing their perspective on the world. And then we have, I am a slave to your tits, let me bite your nipples. And it's like this little statue. So maybe they want to travel with you, but they also are just acknowledging they really love your titties. Yeah, and then these are the other ones if you want to just like look at the frequency of the colors. Whoa, that one fell out again. Let me fuck you raw. I feel like Spirit's really just acknowledging like, be careful. Be careful if you don't want, and also be careful because just make sure that they're clean, right? You have to have that conversation with your partner. Make sure that they're clean and that you're not putting your own health in jeopardy for their pleasure or your pleasure, you know? So just be really careful with that. And then I'm going to get you a piece of advice, and then we will move on to the next group. Let me get the advice. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm hot. I'm so hot. I bought an air conditioner. It's coming in tomorrow. Okay, so we got threesome with God. I pulled that right off the top. So basically, threesome, but in the deck's book, like the book that explains everything, it's basically saying like threesome with God. So I feel like this person wants to come back. They want to show you they love you. They want to show you that they have some sort of spiritual connection to you and love for you in their heart. And I also think Spirit's just reminding you that like sex, like frivolous sex, one night stands, all that stuff is kind of just like a dead end road. And if you like that and if you find that's fun, no judgment from me. But I just think that sex is a lot more fulfilling when you're coming from the heart space, and when you're, you know, being conscious about it and you're being enlightened about it. And I think Spirit's just reiterating that it's like, you deserve to have that conscious, godlike sex. You deserve more than just someone who's gonna just like one night stand you know what I mean? Or just like crappy sex that you have with strangers. Like sometimes it's just terrible, right? When you don't have a connection with the person. So Spirit's just saying like, you deserve to have that connection, you deserve that special experience. And I also just think that they're acknowledging that you will have it, and you deserve it. So that's what I have for you, group 1. Like the video if you liked it. Comment if you have something to say. Subscribe if you feel like it. And I'm gonna put my cards away and get ready for group 2. Okay, these go in this deck. Where's my other deck? Where did I put my other deck? Okay, it's over here. All right, let me see what the comments are saying. I bet God is the most generous lover in the world. Yeah. I'm reading you to filth. Yay, 222 here. You love the decks. Thank you. So interesting. This is like exactly the situation, but from years ago. Curious how things have shifted when we get to pile 3. Yeah, hell yeah. All right. Hoping group 2 is the right pile. All right, let's see. Let me hide the chat again, and we will get into group 2. Okay. I don't want to use this deck for group 2. I want to use a different deck. What deck do I want to use for group 2? Yes, I do want to use that deck. Where is it? Okay, it's over here. I'm reaching. Okay, let me move this deck. I made the other deck too, the one with like the copyrighted pictures, because I love to read from pictures. So like I wanted there to be like several layers to each of the cards, and I feel like I achieved that. Okay. Let me fix, this thing keeps falling off my head. I need a drink of water, and then we'll do group 2. Okay. All right, group 2. Group 2, for those of you who chose this past life moon crystal. Hey! Dropped it. They could have fumbled you. Group 2 could have fumbled you hard. Oh yeah, I just heard regret, regret, regret. They made a lot of mistakes in this relationship. All right, let's see. Spirit, group 2. Group 2, please. What are the messages for group 2? What are their current thoughts about group 2? What are their person's current thoughts about them? Ooh, I just felt my heart chakra open. They could be having a heart chakra awakening. Honestly, this group feels a lot more clear and light than the last group. The last group was kind of heavy. This one feels a lot more clear. I feel like you're happy. Group 2, congratulations. I feel like even if you're not like the happiest person in the world, you're making choices that are making you happier. I just heard you're saying no more often. You're being kinder to yourself. You're having better self-talk, so not being so like hard on yourself all the time. I see that you're in a much higher frequency than you've been, so congratulations, good for you. Keep up the good work with that. And this is a really light energy. Oh, what the hell? And then the first card I pick is the 5 of Swords. Okay, so, alright, so here's what I see. I see that someone in group 2, like I said, they freaking fumbled you. They were dicking you around here with the 5 of Swords. I see that they like to have control, so They might have been saying or doing things to try and make you jealous. They might have been putting you in situations you didn't want to be in. They might have been disregarding your feelings and putting their own needs and wants on a pedestal above yours, and so it wasn't an equal give and take relationship. They just were being shady, and they were being manipulative too. And I don't necessarily feel cheating from this, but I definitely feel that they're showing me that their family has a lot of very manipulative and abusive tendencies, so they were kind of acting out of like abuse and manipulation. And they're telling me, so I just heard this story about this guy who would tell his girlfriend, like, ew, like, you smell so bad. And they were dating for like a year, and every single day he would bring up that she smelled bad. So then she started showering multiple times a day, wearing clinical strength deodorant, buying all this perfume, doing all this stuff. And then one day she just snapped and was like, I don't get it. Like, what smells bad? There's no way that I smell bad because I've been doing all this stuff. And then she was like, if you think I smell that bad, break up with me. And then he totally panicked. He backtracked, and he told her that his father gave him the advice that when he met a girl that he wanted to be with for the rest of his life, he needed to tell her that she smelled bad so that her self-esteem would be so low that she would never leave him. So basically trapping her and manipulating her into staying in a relationship with him. This is the advice he got from his father. So he was just emotionally abusing her, lying to her, because that's what his dad taught him to do, and he didn't bother to individuate and learn a better way to be. And so, and he's probably thinking, well, it's kept my mom around all these years, you know what I mean? So it's like that. It's like this person with the Five of Swords here was putting you in situations and saying things and doing things that's like super weird, rude, and manipulative. And it 100%, I'm really getting the father, like there's some sort of toxic father energy. So whether it's their own dad or like a father figure in their life that they learned about life from, they really gave them bad advice. They steered them in directions that were not beneficial to them in the long run. And they were brought up on manipulation, lies, and force and coercion. So with the Five of Swords, maybe they were a nice person, like, because I think at their core this person is a good person, a nice person, but they were acting out in super toxic ways. And I'm also hearing like bad attention was still attention in their house. So like they might have said or done things to try and make you jealous or to try and piss you off because they want any kind of attention from you. And in their house as a child, it might have been like no bad attention, you know what I mean? Like they just want attention. I'm also getting the energy of neglect. They could have been neglected, so they could have started to act out and be like naughty as a child to try and like get the attention. So they were doing that with you here with the Five of Swords. So they're thinking about that. And they're thinking about too, so they could have actually, with the Three of Cups here, they could have put you in a third party situation. And so it doesn't even have to be like they were out dating other people. It could literally be they were making you compete with their job. They were making you compete with their family. They were getting bad advice from their family and then like being like, well, you didn't, my dad said this, or my sister said this. And it's like, well, fuck that. What do you think? Like, how about us? This is a relationship between you and me. So I see them making you compete with this Five of Swords energy and the Three of Cups. But with the Ace of Pentacles, they're realizing now what happened was they put you in these situations, you said fuck that, and you decided to walk away. You left. You walked away, you left, you said enough is enough. I don't want to deal with all of your, like, you need a lot of healing, and I'm not the one to like do it for you. So you walked away, and now they're realizing like that they really fucked up here with the Ace of Pentacles. They're thinking about, like I said, how they fumbled you and how they really actually wanted to be. I had a client talk to me about this, about what her and her twin would do to each other. So they basically both grew up with narcissistic parents, both her and her twin. And so they would be mean to each other, like super, super mean to each other, and then they would regret it after. And it was because they were acting out the patterns of their parents. So it's like, I feel like it's like this person was mean to you, this person was shady with you, this person did some shit to you, and then now they're like looking back and they're like, that was the girl. They're showing me it's like when you're a kid in elementary school and your crush picks on you. Like you think your crush hates you, but your crush actually has a crush on you and they don't know how to express it. So they like kick you or they like throw stuff at you in class or whatever. It's like that. So this person's thinking about how they fumbled like the love of their life. I just heard that in my head, the love of their life. They're thinking about how they fumbled it. I don't necessarily feel cheating vibes from this, but I definitely feel competition vibes. And then actually, I think you said, fine, two can play at that game. And you said, I'm going to go out and date. I'm going to go see other people. I'm going to go out and drink. I'm going to go out and have fun. I'm going to go out and party, whatever. And so now they're having to face that within themselves. So here with the Seven of Swords, all they have left is their bad behavior and their manipulative behavior. And here you are looking out at greener pastures. You turn your back to them. She looks like she's getting ready to go have a great future. He looks like he's mourning the loss of whatever he did to make her want to leave. So it's like they had the upper hand for a while here with this Five of Swords. And then you said enough is enough. You walked away here with the Three of Cups to go have fun, to go date other people, to go do your own thing. And now they're really thinking about, I think you saw yourself with them too here with the Ace of Pentacles. I think you were like, I only want you. And then they did some shady shit here with the Five of Swords. And then you're like, fine. It doesn't have to be you. It can be someone else. And I really don't think they ever thought you'd leave. I really don't think they ever thought you'd stand up for yourself and leave. And so now it's like they're sitting here thinking about how they lost a good thing here with the Ace of Pentacles and how they really did want something. They really did just want things to work out with you. But it's also forcing them to look at their own behavior. So like how I said, they were brought up in a way that like wasn't beneficial to them. It was very manipulative. So they're having to look at the way they were brought up. They're having to look at their behavior. They're having to look at their past relationships as well. And they're feeling really bad right now. And also with the Seven of Swords, they're almost feeling like you're cheating on them, even though obviously you're not, because you told them, I'm done, I'm walking away. But they're having that feeling of like, even though you guys aren't together, they're really upset thinking about you with other people. And they've been really thinking about their own behavior while you branch out and do other things. And they're feeling really, really left out right now. So like with the Five of Cups, it's like they're feeling upset. They're thinking about how they're upset. They're thinking about how they wish that... I just heard, I wish I kept my big mouth shut. So maybe they said something really fucked up and you were like, that's the last straw. But here with the Five of Cups, and then for some of you, they didn't say enough. So for some of you, they said something really mean. And then for some of you, it was like their silence that was like very loud. So here with the Five of Cups, it's like they're thinking about how they can win you back. They might actually bring you flowers or ask to see you. I feel like though there's still some sort of like negative energy. There could also be third party interference if there's like if they have like a child with someone else and it's like the mother of that child. I don't necessarily feel like they're together because like I said, I'm really not getting the feeling of cheating in this pile. But they might just be like, it might be what I just heard, if I can't have you, nobody can. So it could have like not worked out. They could have an ex-wife or ex-husband, the mother or father of their child. It didn't work out with them. And now it's like, well, if I can't have you, no one can. And they just make their life miserable. Because there is a lurking energy. It could also be the mother. So maybe their mother didn't like you because they say sometimes that like well, most of the time they say mother-in-laws don't actually like their sons' spouses. So it's like, yeah, so it could be just, there's just like a lurking presence that's like kind of just like in the background. But I do see that it's like they're putting them in the past. So it's like they're putting them in, and I just heard, and putting them in their place. So they could even be taking legal action against this person to get like full custody or something. Or maybe they've been in separation and their ex-wife or ex-husband or whatever is like not signing the divorce papers, and it's like they're taking legal action to force them to sign those divorce papers. Whatever it is, they are standing up for themselves with this karmic that's in the background. And they're feeling very upset. They could have even cried. Like I just heard, I'm not a crier, but I cried. So they could have cried over this. They could have cried over you. But they want to make it up to you. And they feel very much like they owe you a lot right now. Like they feel like they kind of need to kiss your feet to get back in your good graces. and they're hoping that your love for them is like strong enough to like overcome this, and they want to bring you a gift. They're also kind of waiting until they think you're not mad anymore. So like if you have a temper, they're waiting until that tempers out, right? With the temperance, they want you to be coming from your heart space. They want you to be open to hear what they have to say. They don't want you to shut them down immediately. They want to come to you when you're actually soft and open to receive. So they're thinking about that. They're kind of like waiting for the green light. So whether it's like a physical green light from you, or it's like an astral and energetic green light, they're waiting for you to be in a softer energy. And they're thinking about the times when you were so loving and balanced and kind to them. And they really are hoping that you still have that soft spot in your heart for them. So then what else are they feeling? Because that was what they're thinking. I just heard my mind is constantly racing. I feel like they stay awake at night. What are they? They're having a tower moment too. Dang. Maybe they're watching you date other people. Maybe you ran into each other. Maybe you were out on a date with someone else. Or maybe you're posting it on your social media and they're having to watch. They're definitely, and if they can't see you, if you're not in contact, they can feel it. They can like feel, especially with that 3 of Cups card that I was talking about, how you're branching out, you're dating other people and you're having fun. Yeah, what else are they're feeling so frustrated with themselves, with the situation they got themselves in. I just heard that song, Grandfather, Please Stand on the Shoulders of My Father while he's deep sea fishing, the longest title in the world, by Lana Del Rey. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, these people said, your person said something really mean, and for others of you, they said nothing, and it was like their silence that was very loud. So here with the Tower card, I definitely feel like like I said, you're branching out, you're dating other people, you're seeing other people, you're not waiting around for this person, you're not making excuses for this person, you're not coddling this person, whereas maybe in the past you have, and they're getting very jealous. They're getting very, very jealous of this. And they're having a Tower moment, realizing that you're leaving. So remember I said in the beginning, they thought you'd never leave? They're having this big realization that like you're gone and they want you back, and they're getting really frustrated. So maybe by now you would have caved and like gone back, or caved and reached out or whatever, but you haven't. So they're having this big Tower moment within themselves, like, oh God, like she's really gone, or he's really gone. They're really gone. They're really seeing other people. And so you can see she's with this guy now, and this guy is jealous, and then he didn't know what to say. He's like trying to write this letter. The cat is pointing. I always think that cat is so funny because it's like pointing, and then she's seeing someone else. So it's like in this person's inability to communicate either effectively or inability to communicate at all. So whether they had mean communication or no communication, they're realizing that they lost you and that you're dating other people and that you're starting to see someone else, or you're seeing multiple other people, or you're just out living your best life, and they're still trying to figure out how to talk to you nice. They're still trying to figure out what the fuck to say to you. And they're very frustrated with this, and they're having this major Tower moment, realizing that you're not waiting forever and that you really are branching out. And then here with the World card, this cycle is about to end, and with the, you can't make this shit up, with the 8 of Wands, communication is going to come in fast. It's like all of a sudden you wake up to like a 10-page text message and you're like, what the hell? Or like a long ass voicemail, or like, can we talk? And then you talk for like 8 hours on the phone. Like this cycle, this Tower cycle of them not showing up how you need them to show up, of them trying to be manipulative to control the situation, it's over. It's over. That way of being is over. And if they can't change that in themselves, then so is your relationship. Your relationship's just done, right? Because you're not putting up with that anymore. But here with the World card, you're ending that cycle, and communication's going to come in fast. So they're feeling like they want to end this cycle. They're tired of feeling like this, and they want to talk. They want to talk it out. And so like I said, if they had mean communication in the past or just no communication, they're trying to figure out how to communicate effectively with you. So then what is group 2's person's action towards them, Spirit? That came out fast. I wish you could have seen that. Those came flying out. What is their action? Okay, so I see, so we have the Ten of Swords and the Knave of Pentacles, and like I was saying, like, I feel like there's some sort of, like, third party, so whether it's their parents giving them bad advice, it's an ex-lover, a karmic, the, like, you know, the parent of their child, there's just some gross energy that's lurking around, and they need to take the proper steps in order to remove that energy. Because look, here you are crying while they're over here, and then here's the person lurking again, and then they were lurking in the other card. So, and it might not even be a person, it could even be like their own demons. So maybe they even have an addiction or something, and the addiction is just lurking, and they like chose drugs or alcohol over you or whatever. And so it's like that energy is lurking here with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. But, and then also with the Ten of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, they're getting a taste of their own medicine. So you could have cried to them about the way that they were treating you, and they didn't really understand or resonate with that or empathize with it, and now it's like you're giving them next to nothing. So whereas you used to give them the Ace of Pentacles, right, because we got the Ace of Pentacles before, where you used to be so abundant and giving them the Ace of Pentacles, now you're just giving them the Page of Pentacles. You're like matching their energy, and you're just not paying attention to them, and that actually really hurts their feelings. So they're getting a taste of their own medicine, and they understand that if they want you in their life, they cannot come back with that Page of Pentacles energy, because then you'll just go in the same cycle and you'll just create a bunch of heartache and upset. Like I said too, there's this other lower frequency energy that is lurking here around, and they know they need to clear that. So their action towards you is clearing that energy that is lurking and that is weighing them down, and also knowing that if they come to you, they have to come to you in this Ace of Pentacles energy and not in this Page of Pentacles energy. It's almost like they're throwing a fit because they're getting the same treatment that they gave you, you're giving to them. And then we also have the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Star. So their action towards you, for a while, they're going to be in their head, I feel. With the Eight of Swords, it's like they're just kind of going to worry and try to move this energy that's been lurking. Money could also be a fear for them. So with the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords coming out at the same time, they might not have enough money to actually, you know, give you what you need right now, or you know, build with you. So if you want like a house, or like you want to move in together or whatever, it's like they might not have enough money to do that right now. So they have to figure out their financial situation. They have to get that energy that's like lurking away from them. And then with the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, it's like they really want to share their action towards you is to, like I said, communicate with you, share their emotions, be honest with you, but they're very scared to do this because, like I said, they have some sort of manipulative tendencies, and their house growing up was not necessarily a safe space for emotions. So they have to move through that. But I think they do want to get in a committed relationship with you here, because they realize that nobody makes them feel the way that you make them feel with the King of Cups. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like they really want to get you in a committed relationship. And they're actually really worried too that they're not going to be able to like have their dreams with you. So they could have had a lot of dreams of building with you, or I just heard you're my dream girl. So it's like they don't want somebody else to take their dream girl, right? Because like how we showed, like you're branching out, you're going in other directions, you're seeing other people. They're very concerned that they're about to lose the love of their life. They might not have even believed in like love before you, and now they do, and they're like, I'm really scared I'm gonna lose the love of my life. So their plan is to come in, be honest, vulnerable, and emotional with you, and then try to get in a committed relationship with you. So are they going to be able to get that lurking energy out of their life, Spirit? It's up to them. With the Hierophant, they have to create that within themselves. Are they going to be able to? I just saw the Phoenix. Yeah. Oh, good. We got the Three of Wands. So, and I just saw the Phoenix. So they're showing me when I was like a kid, I used to do gymnastics, and I would get very much stage fright when I was trying to learn a new trick, because I'd be scared to like do a back handspring or something, and then I'd be scared to do the trick, and then I'd be scared because everyone was watching. So everybody used to like to watch people get new tricks, and then everybody celebrates. But for me, whenever I would get a new trick, I'd wait until everyone was facing the other direction, and then they would hear me tumbling, and then they'd turn around, and I'd be finishing my trick, and I'd be like, I did it! But I didn't want anybody to see, because it was too much pressure. So they're kind of showing me that this person's going to wait till the last second. They're also showing me like coal being pressed into a diamond through pressure, and then like the phoenix coming from the ashes. They're going to wait till like the last second, and then they're going to phoenix out, and they're going to do it when you least expect it. So while your back is turned, you're going to turn back around, and there they're going to be on your front step with like fucking flowers and apologizing and telling you everything that they should have told you a long time ago and apologizing and everything. But here with the Three of Wands, I see that they need to create this within themselves. They need to get that lurking energy away, and then once they do that, your ships can come in here with the Three of Wands. I do see a physical reconciliation, and I see them actually expressing their emotions in a healthy, safe way, and I see them wanting to get in a commitment with you. It's up to you whether or not you want to be in a commitment with them. You don't have to if you don't want to. So let's get some sexual fantasies then, please, of group 2. So Spirit, what are the sexual fantasies of group 2's person right now? And like I said, this group feels a lot lighter. Like, even though there's a lot of heavy energy in here, it feels like you're like living your best life. You're like, whatever happens, happens. I'm doing my thing. I'm happy. If they come back and they're in a high frequency, it's just the cherry on top. You're really in like your main character energy, and you're like, it is what it is. Either you show up right or you don't, and that's life. So let's see, what are their sexual fantasies? My scarf is falling off my head again because it's too silky. Okay, let's get one more. Okay. Okay. We'll go through each of these. So, we have gimme those titties. So they're really thinking about your boobies right now. Gimme those titties. They also could be wanting nurturing, because like I was saying, if they grew up in a house that was like very manipulative and neglectful, and like, I just heard tit for tat. Funny, because titties. Tit for tat, so maybe it's like there were no favorite. I just saw 1 1 1 1 1. This could even be your twin, because that was all ones. That was crazy. So they could have grown up in a house that like no good deed goes unpunished. So it's like if someone's doing something nice for you, they're gonna cash in and expect you to do something nice for them. Nobody in their household just did nice things out of the kindness of their heart. So it's like they're looking for that nurturing. Give me those titties. And then we have, tell me I got a big dick. Tell me how much you love me inside you. And honestly, I feel like that's coming from insecurity of thinking about you with other people here. And they want to know that it's like you're choosing them, you like them. Yeah. And then we have, I want to make you squirt. So maybe they've made you squirt in the past, or they know you can squirt, or they just want to make you squirt for the first time, but they really want to pleasure you, and they want to make you feel good because they feel like they've messed up a lot. I just heard I want to make it about you because I've kind of made it about me a lot. And then we have, do you like butt stuff? So they like butt stuff. They want to know if you do too. They could also just love your ass. And then we have send nudes. So you might have sent this person a lot of nudes, or they really miss how you guys used to send nudes, or they could even have your nudes saved on their phone. I just saw that they might look at it and get very upset. So they might have had your nudes saved, and they look at it and they get sad and they cry, or they just feel sad that you're not here anymore. All right, we have touch yourself. So like I was saying about the nudes, you could have been sexting and sending nudes and touching yourself, but we also have Aphrodite here. So Aphrodite could be watching over this connection. I also, with the pink, it's like reminding me of the crown chakra. So this is very much a spiritual connection as well. We have let me lick you all over with the seashells. So it's like I said, they really want to make sure that you're being pleasured and that you're enjoying this, but also they could want to travel with you. You could really like the beach or the ocean, and they could want to take you somewhere and travel with you. We have can't stop thinking about those boobies. Your person could be patriotic, or they could like to drink beer, but they definitely can't stop thinking about those boobies, especially with the gimme those titties card. And then we have you taste so damn good. Wow, with the let me lick you all over. And this is from my photo shoot. It's like cherries. So yeah, you taste so damn good. They want to taste you. And then we have spit in my mouth. So that goes along with the you taste so damn good. But also to me, that's like sex magic when you're like spitting and using bodily fluids. So they might want to like do sex magic with you. We have you look so damn good, again with the American flag, so they could be a patriot. And like I said, I had the feeling that they were kind of lurking on you a bit. Oh, and then we have let me lick you all over again. That's crazy, because this is from my other deck, the one that you can purchase. So that came out twice. So they really want to lick you all over, girl. And then we have I want to hold you with the angels. You could have angels supporting this connection. And then also we have I want to come in you with baby peanut. I did this to troll you guys. It's a baby and a peanut. And it's to remind you that if you are having sex like that, you can make a baby if someone's coming and you are fucking you raw. So just don't forget that. You could definitely have spirit babies around this connection, because we do have the little baby in the peanut shell, and then we have the angels here. So the angels and spirit babies could be trying to bring you guys together, or your person could be fantasizing, because it's like I want to hold you. They could be fantasizing about having children with you, building a life with you, making love to you. It's more than just, like I said, they were kind of set up with a tough hand, it seems like, at home, growing up, and now they have to unlearn all that. So it's not that they don't love you, it's that they don't know how to love, or they don't know how to express their love. So, and my therapist always makes a great point when I'm talking about people who hurt my feelings. She's like, we can't think of them as villains, like twirling their mustaches and thinking about ways to hurt us. Hurt people, and usually they're not doing it on purpose. Most normal people don't hurt people on purpose. It just happens in the crossfire, you know? So, yeah, now let's get you a bit of advice. Put these away and get my advice deck. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Advice for group 2, please. Lights out. So right now, if you feel like you can't necessarily see where this situation is going, or you're feeling a little cloudy headed, or you feel like you don't know what's next, that's okay. You're not supposed to know what's next. You're supposed to like kind of be blind to what's coming next in this connection, or what blessings you're getting next. So if you feel like you can't tell where this is going or what's going to happen, you're right in alignment. Trust it, and just understand that spirit has like your best interest in mind. And I also just heard we want to surprise you. Let us surprise you. So if you feel like you don't know where this is going or what blessings are coming next, it's because spirit wants to surprise you. So that's all I have for you, group 2. Please like the video if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you next time. And then let me clean up, and I will go ahead and get ready for group 3. That was fun. Group 2 was like fun. Felt like good energy. Let's see. Let me use a different deck. I'm already seeing the 7 of Cups for group 3, so I don't know. We'll see if that comes out. That'll be crazy. Very cool if it does. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Sounds like my current person, but he really is the best. I love my current person. Group 2 it is. Group 2. Yes, group 2. Hope it resonates for me. Ariana, take what resonates and leave the rest. There will be messages for you for sure. Absolutely. Thank you so much. This was helpful. Good. I'm glad. Group. Whoa. Okay, so in the 9 of Cups already fell out for group 3. Huh. Three for me. Okay, everybody's here for group 3. Let's get into it then. Okay. Let me get a drink. Okay. Oops. This is for those of you who chose the selenite cube for group 3. All right. Whoa, this feels like potent energy. This feels like energy that's like coming in hot. I just heard that song. I'm coming in hot. You know? Damn, this just like boof. This energy just smacked me. I'm like, oh. Ugh. All right, let's see. Group 3, Spirit. What does Group 3's person want to tell them? This person's like has a lot to say, and I'm watching them pace back and forth and talk to themselves. So they're trying to figure out what direction they want to go in, and they're super chatty. So it's someone who has like a lot to say, or someone, if they don't talk that much, they have very strong opinions. Spirit, what are the messages from Group 3's person? Tower! The Tower! All three groups got the Tower. That's freaking crazy. Your person in Group 3 is really going through it right now. I just heard Dark Night of the Soul. Nothing is like I thought it was. Everything is changing. Your person's not doing well right now. Sorry, no offense. Don't mean to scare anyone, but these are rough cards. I just heard It's Always Darkest Before the Dawn by Florence and the Machine. And then, yeah, it's hard to dance when they shake it off. It's hard to dance when there's a devil on your back. Okay, so we had the 9 of Cups come out off the top, and then we have the Tower, the 10 of Swords, the Moon, the 8 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So with the Tower and the 10 of Swords, this person just went through a major fucking life change. They're having to relearn a bunch of stuff because their perspective on life has completely changed. So maybe they had a death in the family, or maybe they had somebody cheat on them, or maybe they found out that like I just heard my whole life is a lie. So they just found out something mind-blowing, something really tough. Here with the Tower and the 10 of Swords, and they're like soul searching right now. So they had a major Tower moment that has forced them into their heart space, that is making them soul search and look for greener pastures and try to find the blessings and try to open up their heart again and they're kind of wondering like, when will things get better? Like, when will things feel better? I feel like this has nothing to do with you. So I feel like they went through a major fucking upsetting thing that doesn't actually have anything to do with you, but it made them think of you. So they might have just randomly come back into your life. So you might have been in separation for a while and they just randomly come back, or they're gonna come back shortly. Because this is the energy of like a sudden passing, and I don't like, it could be anything. They could have suddenly gotten fired from the job they've had for 10 years, but I see that they chose their integrity. So maybe they were in a long-term relationship and they got cheated on, and they're like choosing their integrity, they're choosing their dignity. Maybe their job was trying to make them do something they didn't want to do, and so they're choosing their integrity, and they thought they were going to be at that job for the rest of their life, and now they're gone. Or this is like suddenly someone they really love passed away, and it's like putting shit into perspective. So it could be anything that like rocked their world here with the Tower and the 10 of Swords, and now they're having a major time of soul searching and like looking for the light. I just heard that song, starts with a K, I can't remember the name. It's from Lana Del Rey's new album, and it's about Let the Light In. Well, that's one of the songs, Let the Light In, but it's like Kaziki or something. I'm sorry if I get that wrong. But it's basically, like, they say when you get cracked, that's how the light gets in. And then it's about sealing pottery with gold. So, like, even when pottery gets cracked or broken, you can seal everything up with gold. Oh, I just felt jealous too. So this person could have really jealous energy if they see you with other people, or you're like connecting with other people. This is the kind of person that gets like very jealous. Like I felt it in the pit of my stomach, and you'll hear about it. They're not like jealous from afar quietly. They're jealous and like calling you and being like, why were you with that guy? You know? Here with this person talks a lot. They've got a lot to say. They talk a lot. Okay? That's how I feel right now. They just have really big energy, and it's kind of like the energy of like, you know, little kids that don't know how to express themselves, so then it like expresses in a big explosion. It's kind of like that. But with the Tower and the 10 of Swords, it's like they're really soul searching right now. They're going through a dark night of the soul, And then here with the Moon card as well, they're just really having to go into the different caverns of their mind. This could have triggered old trauma too. I just feel like there's some sort of grieving. So whether it's somebody passed away or they're grieving something else, there's grief. And it's also triggered old mental patterns that they have to get out of here with the Eight of Swords. And it's like there's nobody actually holding them back but themselves. Their own patterns and ways of thinking are what's holding them back here with the Eight of Swords, because you can see she's tied up in the mirror, but she's not tied up in real life. Your person could also be experiencing severe spiritual attack, because you can't see that she's being tied up, but you can see through the mirror, which is a portal, that she's being tied up. So this person could have even just ended a karmic relationship, whether it was with a romantic lover, a friend, or a family member. I see that a tower moment came. They saw that person's true colors. They're soul searching now. It's triggered some mental health issues. They're kind of in a prison of their own device, and they're having to relearn everything. So it's like they're relearning how they look at life. They're relearning how they interact with people. They're relearning how they present themselves. Like they're relearning everything here with the Page of Wands, or the Page of Swords. And because you can see she's like on this tightrope sword, but she's like getting ideas and reading a book. So to me, this is like the Enlightenment card. But also with the Page of Swords, they could be watching you. They could be watching your social media and blatantly doing it. Like this is giving me the vibe of like, yeah, I'm blatantly stalking you because I'm going through a tower moment and it brings me comfort to stalk you. But it might not be blatant either, but I feel like they are watching you. So what are they feeling then towards group 3? What are they feeling towards group 3? They're like, I just want a hug. Please touch me. Please hold me. Please kiss me. I'm going through a hard time. They feel a lot of comfort in you. But they feel like you're very independent and they don't want to disturb your peace. So like they could be kind of like so gunked up from their tower moment right now, and they see that you're like here in hermit mode and you're doing this. They find you very otherworldly too. Like they've never met somebody like you, and your spirituality and your connection to the divine is like very intriguing and like alluring to them. What else, Spirit? They could be having sinus issues right now, or like ear infections. That usually comes from like being irritated with a specific person or situation, or not wanting to hear certain things. So if they got news that they didn't want to hear and it made them irritated, they could be having sinus or ear issues. Or allergies. Like I'm having allergies right now and I'm kind of like fighting an ear infection personally. They're like, I have no words for how I would describe you. This is a very chaotic energy. It's completely different from the other two groups. I just heard that song, Standing Outside a Phone Booth with Money in My Pocket. That's literally the name of the song, like the longest name ever. They see you as someone who is peaceful, independent, minding your business, doing your own thing, and like someone who doesn't want to be bothered. Like they don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be bothered. They don't want to bother you. How do they view, and that, look, they're like being super careful about what they say. They're not just like flinging cards out. Like they're being very careful about how they want to describe how they think and feel about you. So how are they feeling about group 3 right now? Interesting. Can you clarify this one, please? Okay, so that's fascinating. So this person actually observes you and like processes your actions a lot more than you even realize. So here with the Hermit, the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups, they see you as resting right now. They see you as doing your own thing. They see you as independent, in hermit mode, focusing on yourself. They see you as really focusing on your own growth and your spirituality and healing, going within, particularly healing mental patterns or like stuff that's going on in your heart. But they see you as someone who doesn't need anybody, and they also see you as someone who's very disenchanted by many people. So the reason I'm saying I'm getting so much spiritual energy from the Hermit card right now is, one, because the Hermit, it goes on a spiritual journey alone, but two, she's levitating. Like she's literally levitating and she's achieving enlightenment. So it's like they feel like you're just on another level and that you haven't really been able to find what you're looking for. I just heard that U2 song, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. So they feel like you're very disenchanted by the human race. You haven't really found someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with, or that you actually want to be in a relationship with, because you are kind of on this next level spiritually. And so people don't fully understand you because you're on this next level spiritually. And so you're kind of disenchanted by all those around you, because you don't feel like they fill any voids within you. You feel like you have enough within yourself, and they realize that about you, that there's like what do you get the person that has everything, like the rich person that has everything, like what kind of gift do you even get them, because they already have everything? And that's kind of how they feel about you. And they also feel like you're really resting and taking time to yourself, like you're really kind of pulling back, taking time to yourself, doing what's best for you, taking care of you, putting yourself first. And they feel like you're just tired. They feel like you're tired. I think they also feel like you're tired of like looking like, okay, so for one, you're tired of being with emotionally unavailable people, whether that's them or others. You're tired of you know, your ship's never coming in for your life partner, if you want a life partner. And if not, if you want just like a committed relationship, you haven't been able to find someone you want a committed relationship with. With the Two of Wands here, it feels like you're always on the inside looking out, like you haven't fully branched out. And then even like, look, the Emperor isn't even looking in your direction right now. And they feel like you feel very frustrated with this, that you haven't been able to like break through to the other side, find someone who matches your energy, find someone of your frequency, find someone that can appreciate you and give you something that you don't already have from within. And they feel like you kind of like get in your head and like you block yourself in certain ways. So in certain ways, you're keeping yourself behind this glass. That's how they're perceiving you. And they're perceiving you as someone who's like, has like mental, almost like arguments with yourself. Like, so you could have done a lot of internal work on releasing old thought patterns. And they're seeing you as someone who's like almost in this constant battle of trying to stay on the right path. So like you had experiences in life that created trauma, that created negative self-talk, and you constantly have to be getting yourself back on the track of positive self-talk. And they see you as being very self-aware, but they also see you as being guarded too, and being like, well, I don't want to bring the wrong person into this situation because I'm already fighting for my life every single day. And it's like, you're fighting for quality of life and you're fighting for growth. And so it's like, you don't want to bring the wrong people into your life that could stunt your growth or take away from what you already have. There's so many people who take from your energy that they understand that if they come forward to you, they have to give. And they also understand that you need attention, because look, he's not even looking in her direction. So they understand that if they want to come to you, they need to give you the proper amount of time, attention, and affection and everything that you need, because you're the kind of person that is not, right? You're the kind of person that is not gonna waste your time here with something that's not actually fulfilling your needs, because you're disenchanted by things that don't actually, like, so you could have been always going for the emotionally unavailable fuckboy or whatever, and now it's like you've cleared that cycle, and it's like things just aren't getting you excited like they used to when it comes to relationships. You also could just be really frustrated and be like, I haven't found someone so far. I'm on the inside looking out. I can't break through this issue. Like, they feel like they're feeling like you're frustrated. But here with the Judgment card, they feel that Judgment Day is coming, and they actually want to show up for you. So they want to show up for you. They want you to let your soul be free. So you could be very closed off too from past negative relationships or past abuse. And so it's like they want to set your soul free, and they want you to feel safe with them, and they want you to feel liberated with them. And they feel like they want to come through as the King of Wands and the King of Cups. They want to come through as very like provider, sexual provider, fun, energetic, but also very loving and caring and in tune with your body and your emotions and your needs. So they want to come through very stable, but also fun and emotional. They want to honor your emotions, and this person is actually very sensitive and emotional themselves, so they want to be a safe space for you guys to be emotional with each other. And here with the Justice card, they know that they have to do right by you, because look, she's kind of like the evil side on the other, and then like that they just know that if they fuck if they fuck this up, they know that you could take your justice on them, you could take your revenge on them, or they just don't want to deal with pissing you off. I just think they don't want to deal with pissing you off. So they know that if they come through to you, they need to come through in the energy of the King of Wands and the King of Cups and help you to liberate your soul from all this stagnancy. There's a lot of stagnancy, and they know as well that they would have to come through and offer you some sort of justice, whether it's justice around what's happened between the two of you in the past, or like justice for them to even be around you. Because like I said, you're the kind of person that, like, if someone even starts going too far in the direction of take, you're gonna just be done with them. So then, Spirit, what is group 3's action towards group 3's person's action towards them? Come on, man. But how is that the Seven of Swords one? Okay, so I understand now. So your life experiences here with the Seven of Swords, your life experiences has made you hyper independent. So that can totally be a coping skill for, like, traumatic situations in your life, to become hyper independent and think that you're better off without others, that you're better off alone, that you're better off without other people. So here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, you've just been through so much. You've had so much fucked up shit happen in your life that you've become hyper independent, and you're very happy on your own, but you are looking for someone to build with. You do want that connection, because humans need that kind of affection and connection with other humans to survive. And so with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, you're really in this energy. And then we also got the Emperor earlier too, right? So the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. The Nine of Pentacles is, you know, perfect. So I feel like you're about to break through this glass window. So remember when we pulled these out, she's like on the inside looking out, and they're showing me Willy Wonka when he breaks through the glass ceiling. You're on the inside looking out, and you're like, oh, I can't even find the Emperor that I need to give me the time of day. And it's like you're about to break out of that and break into this Nine of Pentacles energy in a healthy way. So you're going to release your hyper independence, and you're going to heal that within yourself, and you're going to find true happiness and stability within yourself without feeling like it's a coping mechanism for your trauma. So you're going to basically balance that out, right, with the Judgment Day card as well. And that's when the Emperor can come through, because look, he wasn't looking in your direction when you're stuck behind this wall, but he's facing you when you're that's wild how that came together like that. But he's facing you when you're in this. So when you're in the lack mentality of I'll never find my Emperor, he's not facing you. But when you're in the energy of I'm happy alone, I'm not acting out of trauma, I'm acting through hyper independence out of joy and peace and love and growth, that's when the Emperor finds you. And then the Emperor turns the Nine of Pentacles into the Empress. So it's like once you stop focusing on all the bad stuff you've been through in your life, and you truly are in the present moment and in this Nine of Pentacles, you're already in the Nine of Pentacles energy here, but you're in it in a distorted energy, because you're in it in this energy of not being able to see the good. So once you release that distorted energy, my nose is itching, so this person's definitely coming back in one way or another. Once you release that distorted energy, let go of the past and the Seven of Pentacles, that's when this Emperor energy and frequency can come through. And then that's also too when you can be liberated, and it's kind of like you just let go. Here with the Page of Wands, it's like you let go. So as soon as you let go and you open your heart and you release the negative thought patterns that, and like hyper independence that's become a crutch and a barrier between you and others that blocks you from your independence, and then you stand in your hyper independence through a unconditional love frequency that's not blocking other people, but is open for other people, and is open to receive, and is open, and you're just there in enjoyment and in peace, and you fully let go. When you fully let go and surrender and come into that Nine of Pentacles energy, that's when everything tempers out, and that's when you find love here. So I feel like it's this person's action is actually dependent on you opening your heart. And like I said, on shifting your hyper independence from a trauma response to a pleasant, open, receptive energy to lead you into the next step of your life, the next phase of your life. So that's when the love comes in. That's when the tempering comes in here with the temperance card. And it's what you've been waiting for a very long time. You've been waiting for stability and love, and that's going to come in as soon as you open yourself up. And then here with the strength card, it could even be during August, during the Lionsgate portal, but Spirit's just acknowledging your strength here. And I just heard you don't have to do it all alone all the time. You don't have to do everything by yourself. And that's when you finally have that breakthrough and you're open to receive, and the love comes pouring in, and the energy gets tempered here with the temperance card, and the Emperor is able to turn you from the you turn yourself from the distorted Nine of Pentacles to the healthy Nine of Pentacles, and then the Emperor turns you from the Nine of Pentacles to the Empress. Wow. This is deep. This is deep as fuck. Wow. And remember to switch it masculine and feminine, and whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, so let's get their sexual fantasies then. So Spirit, oh, I just heard the things I would do for you, do for you and to you, and I just heard ravenous. And then I just heard that song, Hungry Like the Wolf. So they're coming for you. Wow. Wow, the throat chakra needs to open up a bit. They don't really know what to say right now because, like I said, they have a lot to say, they talk a lot, or they think a lot, but they don't really know how to express it yet. So what are their sexual fantasies, please? The sexual fantasies of group 3. Okay, now let's get the other deck. This deck, like I said, is available for purchase. This other one is not. This is just my special deck for myself. Let's fix this. Oop. Okay. Spirit, what are the sexual fantasies, please, of group 3's person? For some of you, there's going to be an old reading that, like, if you go back in my old readings, that's going to be for you as well. They're just saying there's one that's, like, from the past that is relevant to you and your situation right now if you're interested in finding that. They're saying that you can just look through my videos, or the algorithm might bring it up for you. Actually, just wait for the algorithm to bring it to you, because you want to be in that Empress energy of being open to receive. All right, so let's see. So the first one we got was, you look so damn good. So like I said, they're unapologetically watching you. So whether you know it or not, I feel like this person's unapologetically watching you, and they think you look so damn good, especially too if you've been being hard on yourself for your looks or anything, for your weight, whatever. Some of you might feel old, or like you're wrinkly or something. Like you're not. They think you look amazing. We're all always our own worst critic, so just remember that. And then we have, I want to watch you choke on my dick. So they're like, I want to see that pretty face, choke, baby. Let's not fight, let's fuck. So you might have gotten in an argument, or you might have, you could too just give them a hard time. So you might just like, kind of like to like stir the pot with them because it's like fun for you, or like that's your relationship that you have. Give me those titties. So they love those boobies. Also, they want that nurturing. Like, they really want that nurturing right now, especially because they're going through that tower moment and everything. Tell me I got a big dick. Tell me how much you love me inside you. Some of these are repeated from group 2, I think. So you might want to look back on group 2. I was hearing that in my head, too, that there could be a connection to group 2 as well. This person can also get a bit insecure. So they need, this is the person that like, affirmation is part of their love language. Like, they need to hear how much you care about them. I want to taste you. I need to be inside you. It heals me. So they find you very healing. And then we have, I want to hold you. So they really are wanting that nurturing, like I said. And then let's see what we got here. We have, Life is hard for me right now, but so is my dick. LMAO, tear. And then we have the lightning, which further solidifies the tower moment that they're experiencing in their life right now. Zeus as well. So they could have Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy is highly connected to Zeus, and it just made me think of Zeus with the lightning. Want to make out a little. So I feel like the next time you see them, you might just make out for a really long time, but they just think you're really pretty. They think you have a really nice face. They think you have really nice lips. They just think you're very attractive or handsome. Tell me you are mine. So they definitely, like I said, this is the kind of person that's like openly jealous and like calls you because they're jealous, not like jealous from afar and passive aggressive. Like, no, they're just like jealous. So tell me you are mine. They could want to build with you or like get a house with you. And then we also have this like shiny thank you card. And I feel like they're just saying thank you, like the thank you sticker. So I feel like they're just saying like, thank you for being you. Thank you for opening me up. Thank you for everything that you've done for them. And they kind of want to reward you and like give back to you because they feel like you've given to them. Suck my dick, right? More of that, wanting to know, wanting to fuck it, how they were like, I want to watch you choke on my dick. And they could be taller than you because see, she's like looking up. Also, if you smoke weed or you smoke cigarettes, they could find that very attractive. Like they like to watch you smoke. And also like my friend Doobie used to smoke cigarettes and he was French Canadian and he would like blow his cigarettes in my face sometimes. I would get so mad and I'd be like, why are you doing that? And he'd be like, because when a French person blows smoke in your face, it means they think you're hot and they want to fuck you. And, Doobie was gay, so he was just being sweet and like just telling me I was hot. But they might like be like that, like they might fucking blow smoke in your face and be like, it's because I want to fuck you, you know? Or they could be very subliminal about what they want to do with you. But they think you got a really pretty throat too. You also clear their mind because look, there's all this chaos in the background. And green, you open up their heart chakra, but you help to clear the chaos. And they're showing me you, like when you guys look at each other, everything kind of goes quiet. So everything goes quiet in their mind, in their heart. Like it's kind of like time stops. And we have slap the shit out of me. So maybe they like that, or maybe you slapped them in the past, or they've done something that they feel like you should slap them for. And with the stripper heels, they might actually want to take you to a strip club, or you might be like me, you might pole dance for fun and have pleasers, or they want to fuck you in pleasers, or they could have a foot fetish, or like heels. They could have a fetish around that. And then we have get on top and ride. They could ride a motorcycle or drive a motorcycle because she's on the back of a motorcycle, and they want you to get on top, obviously, because I just heard I want to look at your pretty face while you fuck me. They really like your face. They think you're very attractive. They really like your hair too. Look at her hair blowing in the breeze. And your throat. They like when you look up. So they could like to like get you to look up at them if they're taller than you, or to grab your throat. Or they just like when you look up to like look the energy of like being positive. And they like to feel like you're submissive to them. And when an animal is being submissive to another animal, they show their stomach or they show their throat, right? Because like I saw this really cute video of like a newborn coming home, and like the chihuahua lays right on its back and like shows its stomach as like a sign of submission, like welcome to the home, little newborn, I'm not a predator to you, basically. So it's like they want that from you. They want that sign of submission. They want you to feel safe with them, and it would make them feel very special when sexually you feel safe with them. And like I said, they think you have a really nice throat. They're like, this is what I want to fuck it. And then we have shut up and kiss me already. So you guys might be like talking and then they just go in for the kiss. They just want to kiss you. They're like tired of all this other shit. They're tired of all the tower moments. They're tired of all this shit. They just shut up and kiss me already, you know? I love that deck. I'm so glad I made that deck. I'm so glad I made it. And then let me get the cards for advice. Where did I put them? Down here. So let me get a card of advice for you, group 3. We have Angelic Personal Trainer. So this is all about you changing your mindset. And this makes sense because how we said, when you get out of the distorted trauma response that is hyper independence, and you get into just being fun, flirty, independent, and open to receive, that's when your reality shifts and this person, there's actually space for this person to come out. When you break through that glass ceiling, And then we also have flavorful futures at the bottom. So just know that like it is coming, and there's no shame in needing to still do some work on yourself. And it's not even that much work. It's just being open to receive, which I know can be easier said than done, but you're in a good position right now. You're working really hard. You're getting those last bits of like, low frequency thought patterns out of your mind, and then once you break through to that stage, that's when you will come into union with this person if you want to be with this person, and if it's not this person, then that's when your emperor comes in. So that's what I have for you, group 3. Like the video if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and we're done. And I'm just gonna say a prayer and say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, Yemaya, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. Amon Ra, Namaste, by the power of 3, so motive be, always works, always a blessing. And then Spirit's telling me to do one more bonus message, so if you made it this far, you get a bonus message. We have, I need to be inside you, it heals me, with the angels, and I just feel like the angels are very close to you. They're also in the ocean, like at the beach, so the ocean is very connected to you right now as well. Yemaya could be connected to you. And then we have, I want to lay you down and fuck you right with love. You mean the world to me, let me show you with my dick, let's make love. So, and then we have Lana in the wedding dress. So if you've been really just wanting that committed love, whether you want to get married or not, if you're wanting that committed love, not only with yourself, but with another, it's coming, and your love is coming. So just trust that, okay? All right, that's it, guys. Woohoo. Let me check the chat. That one was really good. Good for you, group 3. Okay, I gotta catch up on the chat. I literally was the first to comment on this live and said I was watching an old pile of yours 20 minutes before the live. Essentially letting go when it's real, and not just a cop-out. It's basically when you can think about those not pleasant moments and it doesn't hurt. Yeah. And also like making sure that the hyper-independence isn't coming from a place of wounding. It's coming from a place of unconditional love. Facts. You are all beautiful. Right, Sam, for me it's letting go of the need to control the outcome, to let it be as it is. Exactly. Letting go is a big lesson for me. Laugh crying. Wait, why are you guys laugh crying? What did I do? What did I do? The synchronicities. Well, I'm 5'4", so I look up a lot. I'm 5'2", so I am also often like craning my neck. Thank you for this live and pile, Nikki. You're welcome. Girl, this reading was freaking awesome. Yay. Oh my god, thank you, Nikki. LMAO, I was crying. Oh, good. I hope it was in a good way. Thank you so much for going like this live again. I really needed it. Yeah, me too. I needed it without the trolls. Pile 3 was literally on fire with resonance for me. Perfect. LMAO, why that last message just give me another tear? Aww. This entire live was deeply synchronistic for me. That one was great. Thank you. You're welcome. Drink water, everyone, to really let the reading sink in. What an amazing reading. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm gonna drink water right now. That message is for me. As I lift my throat. As I lift my throat. Excuse me. Thanks, Teresa, for reminding us to drink water. Excuse me. Oh, the doobie! The doobie thing! Yeah, how he would blow the smoke in my face. I would get so mad at him. I'd be like, doobie! And he'd be like, and then he'd have his little like smirk, and he'd be like, it's just because I think you're so hot, Duchess, and I want to fuck you. He was such a Scorpio. Loved the whole reading. Thank you, Sweeta. It makes me want to go watch Lizzie's self-love Reiki after listening to that. Puts focus back in the right way. I should listen to that too. Oh, okay. I'm glad everyone was laughing about that. You're 5'2". I would tower over you, Nikki. That makes me smile. Yeah, I'm 5'2". Did you think I was tall? Because I guess I have long legs, and people usually think I'm, like, taller than I am. Because of my body proportions. Is it weird that now I want to give you a piggyback ride? No! Especially if we were in the water. I always force people. I don't force them, but I ask them and pester them to give me a piggyback ride when we're in the ocean so I can go out deeper. Because I always want to go out deep. And I'm like, no, because I don't want to drown. And I'm usually there alone. But when I'm with someone, I'm like, and they're tall, I'm like, I'm getting on your back and you're taking me out deep. And I make people carry me like a baby in the water too. I'm like, just hold me like a baby. Leah, what a great way to cleanse and receive. I'm French and that's true. You blow your smoke on my face. It definitely means you're attracted to me. In other cases, you might just be annoying, but in general, it's a flirting move. That's so funny. Thank you for confirming that, Leah. I love that he's a Scorpio. He was such a Scorpio. Can't excuse you when you burp. So obviously, sorry. I'm a burper. I've been burping since day one. One of my first, like, viral 18+ readings, I opened it with a big old burp. So I'm still waiting for somebody to make a burp compilation of me. Oh my God, manifesting money so I can help you get deep as fuck because I love swimming and going far and I was almost a lifeguard. Whoa, when I became a teenager, too cool for swimming school. Aww. Yeah, come to Salem because we're going to have a whole beach day. Waiting on the burp compilation. Who's going to do it? Yeah, someone do it. Someone do it. That was fun. That was fun. Now I need to email Ymira and see if she wants to have a Zoom instead of a recording. And then we can, because she's not feeling well. Guys, please don't forget to keep Ymira in your thoughts and prayers because she's suffering with like her kidneys right now. So please just keep her in your thoughts. I may take that challenge on. We'll see. Okay, thank you, Teresa. I feel the burp is a sign of authenticity. Thanks. Yeah, I'm just being myself. Actually, it's something I'm known for in my family because I've had the most giant burps since I was a teenager and I just can't help it. It's just who I am. And we were talking about it last night. We had a little family barbecue and we were laughing about how my burps can like shake the house and everything. It's just, you know, it's just a talent. It's just you either got it or you don't. That's showbiz, baby, as my sister would say. My sister says that to everything. That's showbiz, baby. It's pretty funny. Wow, that was so fun. So, yeah, guys, just to recap, Lizzie will link all of this, but, and she'll link the timestamps as well. But we have the Oshun River offering, which is coming up on the 31st. That is on my site. We have, what else? We've got all the crystals. You can just find that in the magical tools section of my website. And then we have the solar flare bracelet, which that is going to be, I'm going to be doing that June 4th through the 8th. So we have that as well. And then we have the deck that I just used, my new deck. You can purchase this deck. It's my old deck that I made in 2020, but I finally made it into a real deck. So if you want to purchase this, you are more than welcome to on my site. There's going to be 20 minutes of burps at this point. Yeah, there will be. So grateful for a live that felt like the old ones. We did it. Love this community. Thank you all. Love you all. Yeah, we did. Yay. Yes, Teresa, this gave all the old school feels. Yes, it did. It did. Yes, I'm so happy. I think I felt good, healing, and peaceful for all of us. I'm glad. Yay. All right, guys. I love you. I'm going to get going. But I'm going to gonna do some sound healing and shit. And don't forget, like I said, June is gonna be Women and Children Month on my channel. Also, if you have an ancestor, a female ancestor that you would like to honor during Women and Children Month, you can send me to askdutch222 askdutch222 @gmail. Send me their photo and their story, and I will post it on the community page. So if like you want to honor your mom, or you want to honor your great-great-grandmother, or you want to honor your sister, I don't really feel keen on posting photos of children online. So if you do want to honor your child or whatever, I will probably put an emoji over their face just to protect their identity, because I do have like 18 plus stuff on this channel, and I just want to make sure that everyone is safe. So if you do want to be like, you know, you want to share about, and also that's tricky too with sharing about children, because you don't want to give too much information and stuff. So but I'm more keen on doing women. So women that you love, women that you want to support, women that you want to highlight. And then I'll do more of the children stuff with like sound healing. So like sound healing for preemies, sound healing for this type of child, sound healing for this type of child. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna highlight children more in the sound healing, but I do wanna honor women in the community section and tell their stories and show their pictures. So if you want to do that, you can send that to askdutch222 @gmail.com. Love you too. You're radiant, Nikki. Have a blessed rest of your weekend. Thank you. So grateful for all your support, family. Be safe and well. You too. Have an awesome week ahead. Thanks. You too. All my love, Duchess. Love you, everybody. Yes, I hope all you amazing peeps have an awesome week ahead as well. All right, guys. I love you. Take care. I'll see you soon.